Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 5, Season 4 of this podcast that you like, if you're still here. My name's Bradley. I've got half a can of deep heat in my back because I put a muscle about 5 days ago and it's still no stretch, dude. Alright. All good.
Mm-hmm. All good mood.
Yeah. Have any of you ever put a muscle and put some deep heat on it?
I have not. I didn't never do anything strenuous enough to pull muscles, I don't think, man. Like I don't think so.
I did it right in the centre of my back and I had to just keep lying down on the floor in my walk and that. It was quite a,
I might need to try
a period of time.
Backs are kind of crazy for stuff like that, man. Back injuries aren't a joke, I don't think.
I've never had a back injury, ever, and now I'm 27 and I've had 2 in, let's say, weeks.
As long as it's not your lower back, it's not too bad.
It's ego lifting in that gym. It's all that ego maxing. So that ego maxing at the gym.
I need to go down a bit.
You can't be breaking personal records every week.
No. Can it be shown past Bradley up like that?
No.
I get as one of the things, but like back in that only to be even like
end up with sciatica and all that, or slip discs.
It's that thing which he's fucking Ronnie Coleman and the cunt can barely walk now and he can't get out of a wheelchair and his body's all fucked and all that. Like, I think he can get up a wee bit, but it's because he fucking broke his back and then he was doing personal peak lifts 2 weeks later. And he was like, I'm just going to push through the pain now, he can't walk. And he's like, he says it's worth it, but I look at a picture of him and I know it's no.
I know, he was doing 1 ton leg presses. So Jay's like is quite good, is like 200 max. He was doing like 1,030 kilograms.
240.
240. And he was doing
crazy.
4 times that.
And I can only do one at 240 and that just feels like holy shit, man.
Aye.
And he's doing a ton. Aye, fuck him, man. Anyway,
Bolaso.
Aye, we'll get in this. Bradley first this week, so it is. Let's see.
Do I do that for those listening?
Mix it up.
Aye, for those listening, Bradley.
Mix it up.
Mixing it.
Mix it. We've not had one of mine yet. Surely to fuck the day, I kind of not got many in there.
Keep putting mine. I just don't know if the amount that I put in was just a lot more.
Are we going to get one of mine today or what?
That doesn't look folded by me, so that's a good sign.
That looks obliterated for me. This is one of mine. Yes, come on.
How many folds are you put in that? How big is that bit of paper?
Come on.
For 3 words and all.
Is it?
Right. Desert Island Discs.
Yes! We've fucking got one of mine, you fucking bastard. Right,
You'll need to explain the concept of Desert Island Discs for those who are not aware.
wow, right. There's a thing on BBC Radio 4. It's been going on since actually the Second World War. Got Desert Island Discs. It's only ever had like 4 hosts. One guy done it for actual since like 1948 to like 1983, right? I mean, name a cunt. Well, no name a cunt. That sounds a bit. Any famous cunt you can think of, basically, especially British ones, but like writers, actors, musicians, every cunt has been on this Desert Island Discs, and they all get asked an album. Is it an album, a book, and a luxury item?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
That they would take, weigh them on a desert island. You could also do a song, I guess. Some folk do a song instead of an album, or maybe like a couple of songs, but
sometimes do a film in that as well.
Aye.
Imagine actually getting the option button. You take a single, like a disc, just one single, and you just, that wouldn't be good.
And then quite a lot. What'll happen is through the show they'll just be talking about music or whatever, and then in between the interview the person will just play like the tunes on the radio, and then they'll come back and be like, right, that's
sounds quite good.
It's on Spotify, and I am not joking you. Like because it started in the I think it was 1948, and it still goes on now.
That's crazy.
Like the range of fucking cunts you get is absurd, because there's like episodes for like 1953 with fuck knows who, like Laurence Olivier or whatever, but then you can go to like The New and Jesse Buckley just done one and shit like that.
Class.
Aye, it's great. Anyway, so we
would be looking for one kind of CD, King, what a book.
Aye, it could even be a fucking...
I mean, it's kind of choose your own media, I suppose.
But normally normally it would be, but you could probably do like even like you could probably do a YouTube video the new, since we are of that kind of fucking.
Aye, because in this hypothetical you're going to have a DVD player on the deserted island and that. Aye.
So I don't know.
Maybe a PS5. Maybe play a game, take a game.
Oh, I've never really
what game would you take then?
Fuck knows, only play 2 games.
What's going to be a luxury item? I know you know folk about that. Some folk go crack it. I've listened to like guys that are like writers in like the 50s and that, and they're talking about this crazy bottle of fucking champagne they would have on tap, man.
Aye.
They're like, yes, I would have the Chateau de Briand 1922 and that, and you're like, you are different for me, man, but fair enough. Some folk will say fag, some folk will say whiskey. A lot of it, especially back in the day, is usually alcohol or fags or something like.
Yeah, I feel like I would still lean towards alcohol or fags.
if it was on a desert
Like,
island.
see if it's just in that straight, it's no to help me get home in that. It's just something to let me enjoy, obviously. Because I don't know. See, with like when it comes to like music, I don't know if I like hod anything like way above everything else. Like my general appreciation for stuff is kind of like tapped out at a level where it's.
Yeah, I was thinking you would need to have something that's vibey, man. You couldn't have something that's gun and mouth, man.
Like I was actually thinking, like you could, and this is
Calvin
probably
Harris, were you
like
going to say?
no, just to like see some sort of like 30 like a Ministry of Sound double disc.
Aye, no, I know what
Like
you mean.
Clubland,
Clubland.
like
Pop anthems,
Clubland, Top of the Pops, or no Top of the Pops.
Now that's
like
what I call music, aye.
because then at least I could have a slight bit of variety, and I could like there would be a nice wee mix. Just pick for like 2008 or something, one of the CDs that came out then, where it's like I was kind of happy with and didn't really give a fuck about it, and that would probably be where I
if
would
I
go.
wrote mine down after I wrote this, man. I was thinking, but it would need to be something vibey, because you can't just have something that's like doer the full time.
No,
Or well, you could, but
that would be crazy, man. I'm pure choking to listen to music, and it was the same 10 depressing songs every time.
You could do like a greatest hits or something, like a bit like you could do like Beatles greatest hits. They've got a lot of different
An
tunes.
ABBA CD would be good.
An ABBA
like
CD
an ABBA
would be good.
anthology or
I
something.
did,
Aye.
I did write down this when I put that joke in. This is for the 4th of March.
Ooh.
It started in 1942, actually.
What, man?
So
They could have hypothetically had Hitler on it. That's crazy.
there's only been 5 guests. The main guy done it from 1942 to 1985. 43 years he done that show for. He must have interviewed every cunt, because Bowie's been on it, Prince and all that. Like
Aye, that's nuts.
Aye, so you're a castaway on an island. It's 8 audio recordings, usually music, but so that's what it is. But I was just thinking like an album or a couple of songs. So
Yeah,
usually
aye.
folk, and then that's what they play throughout it. A book and a luxury item, man, crazy. See some of the folk, but they'll say something, you'll be like, I need to Google what that is, and you're like, what the actual fuck, man. A lot of the older ones will pick like a classical tune, you'll listen to be like, that's fucking crazy, man, that's insane, that tune.
Aye,
Like,
that would be the pick.
peak, man. I don't know, man.
But I think I've got mine.
Right.
Book, film, and an album.
Alright, aye.
So-
Luxury, you know any luxury in your life?
Nah, I don't do luxuries, man. Maybe like I like the wee floss harps that you get. I like them.
Oh, they're quite
Oh,
good.
they are quite good. I like
I'd go
them.
for that.
Fair play.
Floss
Aye, for when you're eating
You
your
can clean
fish,
your
if you
teeth
got a
and
bone in
that.
your
Aye,
teeth or
aye.
whatever, aye, defo.
Aye, floss ups, I'm getting
Aye, so book 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel
Oh,
Garcia
aye, yours.
Marquez. Greatest book of all time for me personally. I love it, and it has so many details that you could read it and read it and read it, and you still get something new out of it.
Get married, man.
Album is Untrue by Burial,
off, man.
because it's my favourite. And then film would probably be Donnie Darko, because I could watch that back to back to back
Aye,
to
you
back to
could
back.
just
Donnie Darko's
infinitely.
And it's
Kenny,
like,
I
aye,
was gonna
do you know
say
that's
just
3
something-
things I could just sit and just do.
It's
for
crazy.
ages.
I only know one of your 3 things, and I
You're
was
going
expecting
to
to know
fight.
0.
There's this guy, I subscribe to his Substack and watch him on YouTube. He was doing a classical literature tier list, and he put that in C, and I was like, I've only read the first chapter, but, and I couldn't, and I haven't yet returned to it, because I was like, it's blowing my mind. But I was like, McKeff would jump for that telly and strangle him, I think, man.
Punch the cunt in the gut, man.
Aye.
Fuck them.
Good deal.
Fuck, man. Have you read it? Has the cunt fucking read it?
Aye, no, has he read it? Because that's the
C.
question, but I've not read it, but has he read
Read
it?
the bit in the back and then fucking chucked in C, idiot. Fuck him.
Get an AI
Anyway.
summary. GPT.
To
He's
be,
Gemini,
to,
that
to
much.
be actual fair, the cunt done a tier list and he was going through all these books, and I was like, I've got a sneaky suspicion he hasn't he? Like,
I
he
know,
was,
could see when it's like a deal list and there's like 60 books on it. See, unless
I
it's
think
like a
he done
literature.
100, and I was like, but
Aye.
then he could, but there was some I was
some
like,
folk do, but
I wonder if he's going to wear a
Aye,
couple of
maybe
these,
he wrote
man.
it like 20 years ago, or they read it for the first time 20 years ago, and then
That's
he's got
true
this
as well.
idea what it
Yeah,
was when he was
It's
20 and
weird
all.
because he's a bit of a dick, but I still watch the videos.
Aye,
and that.
well.
See, on his Substack, he comes across like such a cunt, but I was like, but it's still good to get some knowledge. Anyway,
Aye.
luxury items, man, it needs to be cereal for me. Could be crazy work, man, but then I'm needing
Man,
milk.
you're
So how
needing
am I
milk
working that
and all,
out, man?
man.
Is there a way you can?
Luxury
I'm gonna try and
Depends
how
if
you-
there's like animals on the island, man.
I was going to say last beer. Have you eaten?
I see that.
Is
That
there
could
food
be
on this
like
desert
Well, if you're on the
island?
desert island, then you'd be salvaging, wouldn't you? You'd be
Aye, so
going
like
about
spear?
and creating your own.
Spear and fish.
Aye, but you can make your own spear, but surely sharpen a rock.
Well, to be fair, if I took fags,
Aye.
you could do a lighter with a packet of fags. And then
You
the
could
lighter,
actually make yourself fags, man.
You could make a fire, because I don't know how to make wet flint and steel.
A lighter's probably your best bet for a luxury item, actually, because then you can do hundreds of things with a lighter.
Lighter would actually be like, I know it's no, because it's no actual based around about survival in it and all of that. That's kind of the hangy. As much as
It's like cheating. Cheating God.
it's like the kind of let's hit it with like too much logic when it's meant to be a bit more about fun.
At the start they do say yes, so you're like washed up and you're like a person that does island or whatever, but that bit quickly gets kind of forgotten for the main sauce.
Aye.
So
It's
we're
like
not
the
thinking
kind of-
about like the next steps. We're just thinking, no, you're on a fucking island, Bradley. What you got with you?
I
like
think I'm
what,
taking fags.
like what?
hard
What
to
would
say,
just
no,
be
but-
like the one thing?
Cigarettes.
I was thinking about that, but at the same time, if you're on a desert island, that means it's probably got to be warm. In my head, it's a warm island.
One. Aye, I would think so.
We need
Well,
shelter.
aye. Like,
So I might have the driest mouth in the land, and then I'm going to smoke fags.
Then you gotta
Aye, but
drink
I'm just
seawater.
I'm licking the back of a toad, man. That's what I'm doing, and I'm getting stoned or acid brain.
That would be good. See if you
Aye,
actually
see
go
if
there
it's
and then
just
there
the
was
trap the whole
actual.
time.
Aye, if there was stuff to
A
trap.
couple of the folk wouldn't have definitely said like pipe and that. Like back in the day, I've listened to a few and I'd take a
Aye.
pipe with my tobacco, man. Like I need to, man.
I like a 50-gram amber leaf. With plenty of skins and
the
filters.
big tub that comes with it all in it as well. Aye, maybe something like that, because then you could
Because then you
actually
could, you're never running out,
smoke
man.
all these for ages.
My book is Defo Stoner, and I went back there see on Saturday night, pitch black room, eyes closed. I listened again to Alfred Molina doing the last chapter of that, and I was in fucking tears. It is.
It's crazy that.
I cannot fucking explain to you. Because see all the
He
words,
does it.
you know exactly. Like, see all the words, it's no high literature, so it's no like, I don't know what that word means every sentence.
Aye.
They're just using everyday normal language, and I'm like, the things you are describing to me, man.
The peakest.
He's talking about like he breathes in the summer air so that he can like feel it in his lungs and that. And I'm like, fuck, man. He's talking about these teenagers outside playing and they walk across this grass so much and they do it so that it doesn't leave a mark on it. And you're like, kind of descriptions, man.
The imagery.
It's like fuck, bye. No, I'm taking that, man.
What about
What about
Fantastic Mr. Fox?
The book?
Aye.
Aye.
Could take it and the fun.
Or I've actually read the first two Aragon books. The first Aragon book's good.
Ken, it's crazy. The guy that wrote it was like 15 or something. So it was, and like
19,
that's. I was it
How many
19?
is there?
Was it 19?
3.
I remember
Maybe you
it
could take the third
being
one with you. Maybe you could take the box set.
like it was
There's
pure
3 and then he
popular
wrote
with
young
young
books.
folk.
But it's called the Inheritance series. So it's Aragon, eldest, and then there's Inheritance.
What is it? But is it just Star Wars but with dragons or something? There's like it literally took just the
Lord of
story.
the Rings, I think,
Is it- aye, it's
because
what-
they speak Elvish and
It's one. It's basically I mind watching a video about it and they're like, how were these books so popular? And I genuinely think because the covers were cool.
the covers.
No,
Do you remember the covers? They were
And the
fucking
film
cool
and
as
always
shit.
cool when
and
you were
then
that
there was
age.
a cool film in that. I mind getting. I think Brun might be able to correct this, but I'm sure his dad took us to see Aragon
That does make
for
sense.
like a birthday in Pizza Hut. I think.
Yeah, man.
That sounds
It came out in
culturally
when?
correct.
When's Brun's birthday? November. December.
Aye, December 5th. So
I feel like it. I feel like I remember.
it was either that or one of the Harry Potters, like the early Harry Potters.
Aye.
But I think Aragon, because I don't
Aragon
remember.
came out in 2005.
I was about to say, was it 2005, 2006?
Sure, it was 05.
Because I remember
8,
I
9.
had the game for the Nintendo
We were,
DS.
no, we played the game in the PS2 and it was
I had the-
unbelievable.
I had the
game in the
It was
PS2 as well.
unbelievable.
Aye.
I don't own the PS2 as well. Aye.
I would love to see an Aragon TV series. I think it'd be class.
Like you
done
just
real
ken
nice.
what they would do it like. It would be like young fan. It would be
kinda
like,
pattern,
man.
man.
It'd be like that thing. What's that thing in BBC One?
Was some like King
No,
Arthur
no
or
Sherlock.
something?
What's it called again? What's the magician?
What, young
Merlin.
Sherlock?
Merlin.
Oh, Merlin.
Merlin.
It'd be like that kind of like. But you know what I mean, man.
I know that vibe.
That's shite.
Oh, Dad, I seen a witch in the woods now, and it's like, listen, son, I'm trying to rule this castle and all that, and you're giving me bad vibes. And the acting and the jackets and that would be like blue, like hanging right up to here and all that, and they'd be cutting about in a castle and that. And
it's weird I can actually envisage what you're saying there, because there's lots of stuff that exists that is just that. So it is, and that's the whole.
I'm sure in the Eragon books, I don't think you ever read them, but Bronn, it turns out to be Eragon's da, I think.
I know, that's. I don't know if that's why it was the Star Wars thing. I don't know. That was in my head. I think that was one of the thingies.
And then the guy at the end of the second one, who's like the shadow cunt, who is actually like the son of Robert Carlyle's character. I can never remember his name. And he ends up being like Eragon's brother, and it turns out that Eragon's mom was like an elf, and everybody was just ploughing her. Mental.
Do you know what I've
Something like that.
Do you know what I've voted, right? And this kind of goes back on everything I was just saying, because this is Gun and Moof, but I would take Bon Iver's first album, which is awful funny because it was actually recorded in a fucking cabin in the woods when it's actually the snow's this deep. So I'd be going for the Andy just had a breakup. Andy's funny, you get some mad disease. But I just think some of the tunes I'd be able to close my eyes and imagine the snow a wee bit, because you'd be on this bacon island, man.
Is that the one with like the plants on it?
Aye, it's the window of the cabin and it's frosted over.
Is it for Emma forever ago?
Aye, so when you've got the
I've got
t-shirt,
the t-shirt on,
aye,
yeah.
it's that
For
game's
Emma,
in my
it's-
top 10.
that album is
It's
so
fucked,
fucking
man. And who the fuck gets for a breakup and goes to their dad's cabin in the middle of the fucking woods
If
and
you saw
hunt your own fit
him
and all that?
singing some of the tunes live, man.
Aye, no, he's
I
crazy,
swear
man.
that guy goes on. He's in a different
And
realm.
his biggest songs are the T Swift.
Aye.
The Swifties have piled into the streaming for them, man. Aye, so that's me. Fags, Stoner, Bon Iver, I think, man.
And what fags would it be? Just don't really care as long as it's no cheap ones.
I would need me like something.
No, the £5 knockoffs for Boss Man.
I'd find like the most exquisite ones.
What
I'd be
about,
going
like,
to
grape-
China and get the
grape
ones in
silk
the
cut?
minted packets and like, aye, this has got the essence of vanilla in it.
What about like the flavoured ones? Like you can get vanilla ones. And
In
all
fact, I want unlimited. One of the tobacconists in Glasgow when I was like 17, 18, like me, Fraxon and that used to go up and they done banana flavoured tobacco and vanilla and all that, and it was fucking incredible. You would go in and tell him how much you wanted and he would put it in the pouch for you, and oh my fucking god, see they Rowies, they are planets, by the way.
That sounds good.
that. We used to smoke the flavoured skins. You used to get it was like
I know you get them for
the flavoured
fucking
skin. Aye, for the
J's,
for the
man.
longer fags.
Aye.
But you used to get ones for the rollies. when they were, like,
So what are you
liquors or something.
what are you two saying?
I don't know, man. Like I don't. I hate saying it. I actually hate admitting it. I don't really read books, and even any time I've tried to read a book,
No,
I
but
can't.
you like hanging,
I
man.
like
You choke
audio
for,
books and that. Free Body Problem
Aye,
is
there
good,
you go,
man.
man. You could Free Body Problem it. The box set of Free Body
Take the
Problem.
only completed set of books I've ever fucking read. Like, and it's not that I can't read it in. There's something in my like. I like it. Like I like the feeling of reading, and then you visualize it in your mind, and it's kind of cool. But there's always something. I've got that like fucking. This isn't doing enough for me. It's like the same. I got a fucking. I told you. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent now. I get 23 in 1 Pokemon games on a DS cartridge.
I saw that.
Because I spent like 3 weeks watching like cunts play Pokemon and doing Nuzlocke, and I'm like, that's class, man. You can get the cartridge for like £8. It's got all the games. They'd be about £500 to buy if you actually, because they're so
Aye.
expensive. It's like the Heart Gold's 120 quid, and it's like used, no box. It's like if you want it, like see the few package ones are like £1,000. Like it's crazy because you get the Pokewalker with it. Anyway, fuck it, I got it. I played the first. I don't know. I think I got an hour of the game. I've done like the tutorial bit, and see, but I've no looked at it again. It's been like a week.
I seen a clip for a film the other day. I think it's a comedy one, and I can't remember what the quote is. But the quote is, "My wife tells me I'm a something because I never see anything through, and I can't." And you're like me with that. 'Cause
Aye.
ken what you might be as well. Ken what I need to do when I read books, and this is insane. I need the audio and to be reading it in my
To do them
own,
both at the same
I
time. That
cannot
would
concentrate
probably-
when I'm just reading it. I can't. Like I read a half a page, and I'm like, I didn't even read any of that.
That would probably like suit me quite nice. Like when I done the Free Body Problem, I done the free and actual paid for subscriptions things to like
Aye, you
free
were
shit.
screaming for it, man.
Because it is so good and interesting. And if I could have read the book, I would have. Like, I would have just bought the books, but I don't. And
What
it's
about a YT video, but
a what?
the Gen Z books YT video. You could take a YouTube video. I'm not exactly sure how that
Aye.
works on a desert island, but
I don't know, man, because the videos that I really
that
like
fucking
are like
one
the
that changed
Exurbia
your
ones and all
life,
that. Aye,
I was going
like,
to say, I want the Exurbia videos.
I know, because like I would infinitely watch them, but I don't know if I would get very much done.
One of
because
the
I would go-
internet historian videos, man.
Aye, the internet historian, he's fucking funny as fuck, man. He has one about the fucking boat, what was it? They sunk the ship, like the cruise ship, man, and the guy that was meant to be driving the boat, like the captain guy, like fucking, he boosted it off the boat before everybody else was having to get like slaughtered in the Italian press for fucking jumping ship and that, man. He was wrecked and all that, and he crashed the boat. Crazy. Like with actual thousands of cunts on it, and then he would just jump ship when it was sinking. Like
I
crazy.
love that for him, man.
And but that internet historian guy goes through all the stuff. Or there was the one. Was it the Storm Area 51? Do you remember watching that one?
Aye,
And like
the narrator.
Aye, they arranged like the fucking a Facebook event, so he goes through all the posts and then talks about all the shit folk were saying, and everybody was like, "Oh, we're Naruto running into Area 51," and then at the tip when it actually happened,
I think
there
I
was
made you saying about that.
like 25 cunts turned up, and like 100,000 folks said they were gone, so they put extra security. So maybe something like that, because they are funny, and
They are
like
good.
you could just so maybe something like that.
Luxury peppies, man.
And like tunes, I would just take like a mixtape, essentially, like one of the
Aye.
pre-made mixtapes, and I would just listen to it, man, like something that's got Akon on it, like genuinely, because everything else, I kind of get sick. I don't like. I'll listen to like somebody's album one time, but I don't go and listen to an album.
I'm telling you, see that Akon Freedom, where it's him with the blue sky background.
I know, that's so good.
It is a joke.
Right
actually.
now, nah, beautiful. What else was on
It's
that
got-
one?
it's got-
I was listening to that the day.
Right.
I was doing. It was the first song I ever learned to rap
I'm
to.
not even being
Aye,
fucking.
Kobe O'Donis.
Aye.
O'Donis.
I'm not even being funny. Again, it's one of my favourite albums, and I'm not even being funny because
I
it's
know,
got the
that's
one.
good though.
It's got the one with Lil Wayne and Young Jeezy on it, man. Heading into sunrise, down in the city pan, windows roll down, screaming. I'm so paid. That's what it's called, man. I speak right. And
I know, it's
I prefer the Convict album.
Convict.
See the first one.
Convict.
It's like it's Smack That on it. No, it's Smack That him. No,
Smack That's on Freedom.
is that on Freedom?
No,
Is
that's
it?
Convict.
Is it? I thought it was
Aye,
on Freedom,
100%.
man.
What was
It's on
it,
the same
one?
album as Locked Up. Locked up.
It was it Akon that done the Lonely one, or no?
Yeah.
What was it?
That was on the album where it's him and his like big chest, man. He was kind of like fucking badly on the front, man. It's incredible.
Freedom does have Mayor, man. I'll get you look
Ken
at
was
it,
cool, but have you ever seen the interviews
I
with
had
Akon?
2 major hits.
Aye, 'cause he was going to make Akon City, you know.
I know, and but
He's a pure
he
scammer.
was one of the first cunts to capitalise on
The
fucking
biggest scammer
cheap
of all time.
ringtones on
I
like
see
Stars
what you're
TV.
talking about.
He was one of the first folk that realised that you can like make a song, and if you have 30 seconds of it that's really good, and that becomes a ringtone, you can sell that bit of the song.
That's how Soulja Boy became a millionaire.
Was it?
That's how he
Yeah.
started.
Aye.
He was like putting his songs under other artist names and all that. Like he would put it as like Share Believe, and then you'd put on It'd Be Cranked That by Soulja Boy with just playing like Limelight and all that.
Right now, nah.
Aye, it's good.
Keep
man.
You Much Longer is crazy, but I'm telling
Keep
you,
You
see
Much
that We
Longer.
Don't Care.
There's 2 major hits.
Oh, We
I
Don't
don't know
Care is
right
good as
now.
well, aye. Aye, the Right Now, nah,
And
one.
My Beautiful's
I
crazy
wanna
as well,
make
man.
up right now,
Holla Holla with T-Pain. Holla
Yeah.
Holla.
I think I'm just thinking about
See
right
that
now.
We Don't Care. Wow.
It will be right now. Aye,
That
the We Don't Care is good.
crazy, man.
Aye, definitely. No, he was kind of cooking at that time, and he obviously made his bag and whatever, and then kind of like it's no. I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but he sometimes sends like body doubles to do his shows for him. Have you saw that?
I just don't know.
I don't know if he actually
Aye.
does that or no, but I saw pictures and some of them don't look like
He's-
Akon.
You don't fucking build that
he's
city
got-
in Senegal or something.
He's got a TV
No,
show.
he was trying
He's
to
got-
make Akon City, and he wanted it to be the next Dubai. But like there's photos out there now, and it's like a shack with like Akon City on the name. I watched a YouTube video on it, and it's the fucking funniest
did
thing,
get
man.
electricity somewhere, but
Yeah, no,
there
it might
wasn't
have,
before.
man.
I
It's a
can't
song
remember.
playing.
Aye, he was scamming folk. Do you know what it was? He made a type of Bitcoin called Acoin. and there was actual folk pint, and then the fun of it was like it didn't actually hold any currency, and he was refusing to give folk money
So
back.
was it
and all
just
that.
like a pump and dump, man? Like fucking, like Hawk Dua, man.
How
She
long
was
was
like,
it
get
gone for?
everybody to tune in, man. Oh, fuck, aye.
He had his own talk show in Career as well, I'm sure. Like, he was
Crazy,
big.
man.
Do you ken how many names he's got? Like,
It's like,
he's got
like 9 or something. It's
22 names.
They want to
Aye,
cut
aye,
it
man.
down to a single one.
Aye.
4 layers, fucking
That,
4 layers.
That reminds me, actually, I saw on Twitter like last week or something, there was some guy who was a professional footballer, and his full name was the starting 11 from like Charlton that won like the 96 FA Cup or something.
What?
And it's honestly, it's like J, Aaron, Bradley. It's like all the fucking first names. It's
That's
incredible,
crazy,
man. I'll
man.
need to try and find it because it's incredible.
There's a fitba
That's
player
peak.
in anyway, we'll need to bowl us again, but I'll quickly say there's a fitba player in Australia now called like Julian Vanker, but it's spelled like wanker, and you can't buy the kits off the website. They stop you from
Could
buying it.
Can I say my things first?
Oh, aye, fuck, I didn't
shit,
realise you
aye,
had
fuck,
them, man.
aye. We just keep
I thought you were
yapping,
on that Aragon box set.
Aye.
No,
Feel
but
free to butt in once in a while when we're fucking doing that thing we do where we just don't stop
get
talking.
lost in the so
We
I
all
did.
do it, aye, we all do it.
Book Lord of the Flies because it's on Desert Island. I was
Aye.
actually I've read that twice. I think.
man.
No, I'd take like a Roald Dahl box set if I'm allowed because they're not very long. Is that
Aye,
alright?
I mean, I think that would probably work,
If
man.
not, I'd
I'm
just
not
take
gonna tell
Fantastic
you no,
Mr.
man.
Fox. I would take the Take Off Your Pants and Jacket album for blank because I've got it on vinyl and I've listened to it 1,000 times and I'm not bored of it yet, so I'll take that.
Aye.
And then it's hard to not
me.
take fags in it.
I like fags, booze. Do you know what would actually see just like copious amounts of like hallucinogens?
Can I take my what's it called?
Luxury item.
Can it back on the shop?
Is it boss man included or not, man?
And how you paying for it? We need to work out it would need to be a free
No, it
corner
just,
shop.
it just happens to be
Just
there.
happens to exist stocked and all. Crazy.
Nah, I'll take like a big pouch of baccy or something.
Aye.
Try and live off it.
Sorry to interrupt. I've found
Sorry.
that football player, and it's QPR he's named after, and it's like
QPR.
they won like the FA Cup or something, 96 or that. So his full name is Anthony Philip David Terry Frank Donald Stanley Jerry Gordon Reginald Stephen James Otway.
Oh
How
my
mental is
god.
that?
That's crazy,
He's
man.
actually got 13 names there. So they didn't
They're
even
all
name.
first names and all.
And
Well, but for the last one.
So Otway's full name is Anthony whatever. The reason behind this rather unusual name is the fact that both his parents were Queen's Park Rangers fans and decided to give their sons
Oh, so they
the
both were
names
on it.
of QPR's entire 1973 first team squad.
Crazy, man.
That's nuts.
Is that abuse?
Crazy, man.
Is that
I
abuse?
guess because it's middle names and you're never
Aye.
going to really have to unless you're fucking applying for a job and it's like you get middle names and you're sitting there like this.
Like
But
some,
what happens when his passport gets expired? That's crazy.
Aye.
In fact, do you know, one of the weirdest things is, so he's got 12 first names essentially, but he's known as Charlie Otway. No, not any. It's not related
No,
to
the 11
anything.
name.
I
It's
wonder
not-
if
it's
folk
not
just
even
went
one
your
of the
Charlie, man.
aye,
It's got any
just
Charlie.
fucking nails.
Fuck your name.
Crazy,
You look
man.
like a Charlie, no the 12 names you've got.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
I definitely had something. What were we talking about? Fucking just 2 things before.
Akon. Taking
Nah.
a corner shop.
Nah, I forgot it. It was something in there, man. Something. It will maybe come back to me. Right, I'm going to do the bowl of soul.
Aye, fuck, man. That bowl of soul gets them
So-
legs and you start talking about Akon freedom, man.
Right,
Fuck,
I'm
man.
taking this one. Let's see. Unraveling the information, and it's it's not mine anyway.
Nice.
So that's good. It says David Blaine / magicians.
That's McKay.
That's
Sam.
McKay.
I got that.
It's a
That's
McKay
McKay,
special.
man. Aye, yes.
That's,
Right,
that's
so-
straight for the shadow
You could have
realm.
actually had a gun to my head and I'd have tell you that was McKeff, man.
I don't remember writing that, but like I have
It was
to-
magic that it got there.
Right.
Fuck, man.
What about him stuck in that box butt and he starts fucking hallucinating?
Oh,
But-
aye, in the sky
crazy,
and that.
man.
Aye, no, David Blaine's crazy.
He's fucked me. I actually watched his TV show where it's him just doing like random stunts and that. It's feel like last year, I think.
Harrison Ford's house? No.
No. He's not doing magic tricks. He's just kind of doing weird things. So the first episode was him setting himself on fire and then jumping off a bridge. But it was him like explaining the whole process how he like trained in that for it. So he was like just set himself on fire like during the week and then jumping off this same bridge. The bridge was like 50 metres in the sky, man. It's crazy.
What?
Crazy, man. Like, actually just set himself on fire because apparently had a dream where he was on fire and then jumped off a bridge, and it's like, fuck, this guy's fucked, man. There was also another one where he was in India. So he did this in Brazil, so he's going all across the globe. There was another one where he was in India and he just meets this guy who can break bottles off the top of his head. I don't get it. I think it's kind of to do with the deathmatch wrestling that we spoke about previously. But he was just like going up and taking, like, see those like big thick Jack Daniels bottles, you know how it's like the thick glass, and he was just hitting off his head and it smashed perfect and they couldn't be fine. David Blaine did it, like smashed a few bottles, then went for the Jack Daniels bottle and then sliced his fucking head open, like blood everywhere, man. It was like, well, obviously I was going to fucking happen. Why would, mate?
That guy's built different.
Yeah, no, he's fucked, man.
See on Magicians, because I just thought a tidbit here, right? So like anytime I see a clip, even if it's just like the photo of the card tracks, I'm always like, that's cool, man. I feel quite impressed. Some of the higher production shit is cool as fuck. Never really been something I was interested in. We would always get the magic kits when we were Waynes. Do you know, it would come with like the fucking all the wee bits and that.
Dog shit, innit?
Aye, like they would be kind of that.
That's a magic trick.
Aye, just look, here's some fake dog shit. Cool. I never found it that interesting, but when I see stuff, I'm always like, oh, that's quite impressive. But I've only ever known one guy that claimed to be a magician, like actual that practiced magician, and he was also a stand-up comedian. And I mean it, he was the least funny person I've ever met in my entire life. He was painfully unfunny, and everybody hated how unfunny he was. Because he would come up and be like, here's a new joke I'm testing out, and he would say it and it would actually be like, you would be cringing so hard. He couldn't deliver it. He had no cadence to the way he spoke. It was a fucking mess. And see when he done tricks, it's the real issue is that it was his whole personality. He didn't speak about anything else, was not interested in anything else. He was just wanting to work the comedy circuit and become a magician professionally. Right, and he would get booked for shit, and then like he would come in and say it didn't go that well, they didn't really like this thing and that, and I'm like, obviously they didn't, because you've got 0% showman about you. Like, it was just so fucking awkward and weird, and like, fucking chase your dream, but pick a fucking better dream if you're no good at it.
How do you know him?
Oh, I worked with him. Worked with him in a call centre, but we didn't take many calls. It was mostly emails, so he would just wander about doing tricks. He was embarrassing, so he was. And it like
just kicked him in the
that makes me seem so mean, right? But see, if you met him, you'd feel the same. No, actually, no, I mean it.
I can imagine what the guy looks like and is in my head.
This is why I don't do karaoke. And this is why I've got anxiety, because I'm so I think every day I'm like, I am one step removed from being whatever he is. I'm nearly there, man.
Jay,
like, see if I came to you one day and said I'm starting to stand up comedy, you would buckle and be
funny.
like,
no, but you are funny.
But see if I came to you and said I'm going to start playing guitar, you'd be like, oh cool. But see if I started doing that every fucking day and playing it and it was shit, eventually it would get to the point where it's like, right, Jake, come on, man, you need to get off this guitar.
You're a multi-dimensional person that has a personality.
You're saying he's flat as a board.
I'm telling you, he is the least interesting cunt, but he tells you all this stuff as if it's going to be the most. I know, I actually met this cunt at a convention and that, and I'm like, I couldn't give a fuck, don't even know who you're talking about. Couldn't care. And then, but what about this joke? I would tell one fucking story and I would have the ears, cunts would be like, and they'd be buckled, and then he would put a face and look at me as if, how the fuck's he making folk laugh? I never saw him to laugh at him, unless out of pity.
What I was trying to say is maybe my anxiety's helped me. Maybe if he had anxiety, it could help him.
Jay, you could never be this cunt.
No, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, if he was more anxious, he wouldn't, because I couldn't go about and do that.
He didn't have anxiety. He get kicked at every turn.
He needs like a seasoning on him.
I think it was something along the lines of like, I think he'd done it when he was younger, and then like maybe he got a wee bit of attention when he was away because it and didn't get attention otherwise, so it became his whole thing. But it's so grating to be round about somebody that their only thing is one thing and they're shite at it. Like it just is.
And he just wants to constantly talk to you about it.
Folk
and
that
you're like,
aren't funny should just stop trying to tell jokes. Right, and it's not like...
See, to be fair, I do think there is like a...
I've never met anybody else like it, by the way.
You can learn more jokes or write jokes, and the jokes can be funny, but if you can't be funny telling the jokes...
I know you do need
there is some folk
just don't have it, man.
have that humour and some folk don't.
Aye, and it was...
Or there's so many folk, like I say Lauren tries to be funny with me and that she isn't funny, but anytime no, I swear I tell her this, so it's alright. But
I think we could be looking to disband and break off here because they're creating some enemies. I don't think me and you want that in here.
But then she'll just say something and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because she is a funny person.
Great save, man.
No, but she is.
But this cunt never had any of that.
Some folk genuinely just like, aren't they?
No, but it's specifically folk that want to be funny. It's the least funny thing ever.
It's the approval
when
that
you
makes
want
it no funny.
Cairn, giving a fuck about it. Like, just stop, man. Like, you're not going to make it, and he hasn't made it, and I don't even remember his name because he was that uninteresting.
Can I say something right now? I'm kind of scared to be fusing this, so I'm just going to let you stay.
I'm not in that level.
Could you imagine being the other end of this, man? Wow.
That's what I'm trying to... I'm actually kind of feeling a wee bit like I'm on it there side, and I'm feeling a bit...
Honestly, I feel bullied right
Listen, I had to spend 9 months with this cunt. Then COVID broke out. I was fucking glad.
I'm on edge then.
I know. It sounds like I'm a pure hater, right?
Was he an older man?
He was, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 year older than I was at the time. So like, what was that? Fucking, I don't know. It was maybe early 30s, mid 30s. Stayed with his ma. Like, just that was his life. If he couldn't make it in that, he didn't want to do anything else. Like, and it was also just like a generally like just no. Aye, I'm cutting the hate there.
Is this like a David Brent type character? Is that
Aye. It was like a caricature of what a person's meant to be.
And if you found out that he was playing a character the full time in a mockumentary,
then
camera crew was following.
But I know it isn't. Because it would be then it would be funny.
Because he's got you there.
So it's hanging. I actually can't even fucking remember his name. Do you know that? He would ask me to fucking come to his shows and that, and I was like, I'm defo no.
So
coming.
He was actually performing doing shows.
He was doing stand up.
That's crazy, man.
No, he was actually going places and just bombing, and every time he was like, I'll get it next time. But
I think I'd quite like to see that. I think I'd quite enjoy that.
Ken, my thing, I was thinking,
even though the guy does sound like that I couldn't do that.
No, there's some
man.
Especially when
Give him Jews. Kept going, kept trying, kept coming up with new jokes with shite punchlines, right? Like,
God is
Can you give us an example of one of the jokes?
No, because they were all shite. I can't even remember them. I just remember that there was all like there was young lassies that worked with us, and we'd go in and they'd be like, it would basically come in and be, oh, watch this, and he would go and tell them his new joke, and they wouldn't laugh, and he would just come back here and be like, aye, didn't land this time, maybe need to work on it. And I'm like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. It's just never going to work. I'm sorry.
Ken, this links into something I was thinking about my bed the other night there, but I was thinking, I kind of wish I was talented at one thing, but then actually, I'm glad that I don't think I'm that talented at something, so that I'm no then going out and touting it to the masses.
Like, there's plenty that can be like a defence thing because you don't want to be that cunt. Like, defo, like, because that, like, see when like there's a problem comes up in the house or we need to do something or like an idea, whatever, and I'll just be like, I know, I'll get a bash. It can't be that hard. But I would never say I'm good at something. I'll just be like I'm just like, I know, I'll give stuff a bash. Some folk write themselves off before they even try it, which, I mean, fucking I also do that sometimes. But then there's air cunts that just blindly think they are so good at something, or they will become good at something, and then it just, but I've never, and I mean it, like, I've never, like, found somebody less funny.
Whereas I think it's not. I think it's that he was trying to put it on you. He was trying to sell you that he was funny.
Aye, don't sell me the dream.
There is nothing wrong with somebody trying to do something, become somebody in their life. It's when they try to make the expectations of other people, like sell an idea that isn't right.
Aye, it was like a fucking shite salesman constantly down your throat. It was like
Trying to sell himself.
It was like a pop-up advert on a website that you click it away 5 times and then it comes back immediately.
On a different tab.
It's like when you watch a fucking illegal stream and then fucking the pop-ups keep coming. And you end up 15 pop-ups deep and you don't even want to watch the fit, but you can't enjoy your life because it popped up that much. And that's what it was like. Just constant, man. I know.
Have you met this guy recently?
I've not seen him in fucking ages.
I don't know who he is, man.
I've not fucking seen his face in the telly, I'll tell you that.
Some deep heat.
You've got it in your back.
I feel like both sides.
I think it's because he just it's because he's the only magician person that I've ever met that claimed to be a magician, and I thought magicians were kind of cool, and then I met him.
Do you know this means that Beanie probably doesn't need to answer that choke of the week question we've got later?
Aye,
fuck,
that's crazy. Aye, because it's an
But do you
irrational.
know what seafood I see at the time? That
It would never have came. It would never have
David
came.
Blaine that go to you,
Do
man.
any of you remember when David Blaine hung upside down for like 36
Aye.
hours or something, man? He couldn't start to seeing stars.
No,
Remember that? It was in like Times. It was at Central Park. He did it.
Aye, was that thing I was talking about? Is he known a box?
There was one.
That's the box in London.
There's one where he was
That's
in
the
a
one where
box in the
he's
sky.
hanging
One where he was upside down, blood
like a
tasted.
bat.
There's one where he was in an ice box.
That one in the ice thing is crazy.
And, the water one he did nearly drown in. He nearly died. I think he did something like
What
he
was it,
died for
held
like a
his breath
second or
for
something.
ages or
Aye,
something?
like 17 minutes or something.
I'm sure
mental
in that one in London he does go crazy, but because does he know that's what the time is?
That was the
not?
closest he came to death. I'm sure that and the water one. I'm pretty sure were the two that he's like. I actually kind of fucked my body up because I think he's got lasting damage for the London one. Fuck him, man.
That's crazy.
It is crazy folk put themselves in such danger for spectacle.
Aye.
But again, that's how
Got to
it's,
say fair fucks, man. No.
it's crazy. But because there's like seeing his level, there's folk doing that, and it's like, do you know what? Actually, like fucking millions of folk are watching this. It's fucking like it's undeniably cool, but also fucking crazy. But there's also cunts that do shit like that for not that exact thing, but further entertainment. Like, see when like you're younger than that, like you would maybe record it in your phone and you would fucking, I don't know, throw a knife and then like you would run about and scurry and see if it hit MD. Like I wouldn't do that, right? But like, there's cunts that do shit like cunts,
Aye, folk
cunts that do the
there
knife
was,
thing, the
Like
knife.
Jackass.
There was-
Aye, Jackass.
There was
stuff.
one we used to do, I'm sure, and I can't remember if it was like a bottle of a glass bottle of Amber or if it was a bottle of Buckfast, but you would all stand in a circle and somebody would lob it up in the air.
And it was at the
Aye,
last
aye,
of the
but-
circle.
aye.
Kind
And
of
that's crazy, man, because if that's going you in the heat, fuck.
Aye, for to what end and all, man? Like to
Aye, to somebody's deed, man.
Aye, like it's it's crazy. It is crazy.
I love this game.
But then if you didn't, you get battered anyway. So
Aye, that's aye. If you didn't participate, man, there was no.
or you get caught a shite bag for the rest of the days.
Aye.
Well told the next day.
I don't mind about that, man.
The next activity came up.
What is it? Fuck it. No, see, what is it? It's no shite bag. What's the other one? Don't call me or something. It's like the kind of American trope thing. And they call
Yell it.
yell it or a chicken.
Aye.
Aye.
Don't call me
I'm
yellow.
I'm not
Back
a
to
fucking
the Future.
I'm not a fucking chicken, and you're like,
Hey, McFly.
honestly, just walk away. Like, who gives a fuck if this particular person calls you a chicken?
Aye,
or
that's
yell
Back
it?
to the Future,
Is
isn't
that
it?
what it is? Aye.
McFly. Chicken. Are you yellow? What are you, McFly? Yellow? That's what he says, man, in the third one when it's the Wild West.
Aye, Cowboys.
Nothing but a yellow belly. Right, anyway,
It's crazy, but in it, that peer pressure, man, goes hard.
Aye, that goes
I
hard,
feel like
man.
the guy that's bullied you across 3 timelines, and you're like still like, no, he's not getting the better of me.
Even on a night out, man, you'll not done that.
I know. Sometimes you want to do it just for the fucking like. Do you know that way? Like,
You'll not done that. The new man, that's what it's saying a night out. Get you a double, get you a pint. You'll not done that. You couldn't, could you?
you get. I like that. That's like the soft version.
Aye.
Like
That's not actually do that, and I'll kick your head in. man.
Aye.
There's no threat to that. There's an
Aye.
excitement. An
Aye, it's like
exciting
fun.
tone to that. Aye.
What other like violent street games were there? I mean, you got like Red Earth and all that.
Hunt the cunt.
Hunt the Cunt.
I hated Hunt the Cunt.
Aye, Hunt
And
the
like,
Cunt.
I mean,
none of it's
I used to
actually.
love playing Hunt the Cunt.
It's
I went,
actually
"No,
not
you
fun
didn't,
at all,
pal."
but
No.
you did it, man. It was class.
it's
I
no-
never liked it.
Aye, it's
I
like
love
it's
getting
just.
battered. I felt a
I feel like I've
3-year-old in
spoken
me.
about it on here before, but I played Hunt the Cunt once and ran down the hill and slipped in coo shite. And it was up my back. I think I spoke about it on here and then just went home. I get let to go home. They're like, you can't play this. I'm not even going to chase you. You're full of shite, man.
You don't get my letter.
My actual Sergio Tacchini tracksuit was fully kicked in dung,
And
man.
see, the premise of it is like you can kind of get it right, but it always ended up the older folk that would be doing the hunting, right?
Aye.
For the one game that you would play, and then if they would be tapped out, whatever. But then, see if it wasn't the older cunt doing it, what's the fucking 12-year-old got to do when he fins the 16-year-old? Like, you're going to hit them, and what? They're not going to hit you back.
I'll tell you something, but
Just a flawed game.
See the
that's not
non-violent, just hide and seek.
Aye, unreal.
Aye.
class.
Holy
Unreal.
shit, man.
Like
Cunts used to go in
gardens and that.
Cunts used to go.
Garages, bins, back
Aye.
gardens.
Cunts used to go in the hedges at the bowling club, man. You wouldn't get them lie down on top of the big, massive white hedges like that, man. Or like the tree kinds like that, man. You couldn't see them because you would never be
Like
on that
a
level.
kind of classic hide and seek is good. That's kind of there's like a hingy funness to that, and nobody needs to get their head kicked in. So
How long have we been recording for?
that's like a winner.
I've got 20 seconds left.
20 seconds on or 40 minutes.
Do you want me to bowl this all it?
We could probably
For
afford
20
to.
seconds.
20 seconds.
But we can probably.
Oh, right. How long's it been?
Oh, it's been about 40 minutes. We've only got 10 seconds
Aye.
left.
Right, aye. So what do we do with that? Do we?
I'll come back to it.
Well,
Was them devs
Aye.
getting tired with David Blaine the Magician?
no.
No, he's
No.
mental. Crazy.
If that guy's watching it, I'm sorry, but I'm no rang either. So
He'll probably not be watching.
no,
that.
he'll not
No,
be
he's getting more important. He's got a show tomorrow.
Aye.
working the circuit.
Aye.
Right, aye. So should we stop the now then?
Aye.
Just for
Aye,
thingy.
we'll wrap up.
Right.
We'll catch you in the second part for the chokes, and we've got our wee question half Brun. Hello there, welcome back to part 2, season 4, episode 5 of the podcast that you still listen to on YouTube. We just pure tangented
Tangent Max
a
and
thousand times. We actually only got 2 balls of soul because it's the way we play, man.
It's crazy we get 2.
Aye,
I know.
maybe we need to set some buzzer beater thing for that, man.
Where we get
just-
5 minutes.
Aye, where it's like, don't get everything out, man.
Aye, we need a stop clock in the wall or something.
Maybe we should have a Beanie's knowledge to spew venom for 10 minutes, bro.
We were talking Akon and fucking all sorts, man. It was just going crazy.
Akon land.
But we're back for the chokes of the week. We
Aye.
were at the choke that Brun has kind of said, that it's,
Aye, we should.
it's like a choke
Aye.
wreck, innit? It's
course,
a choke question.
And I'm going to rule myself out for getting a specific one for this because I basically answered at least I've gave enough for this one, I think. So I have.
Aye. But well, no, there's also the inanimate object one, but see,
Aye, there's plenty
I
of
can think
conversations
it,
to be
aye.
had.
Aye.
I used to spit bars about Fiat 500s quite a lot.
Okay, so this is from our dear friend Kyle Brown, aka Swagger-ass, aka he calls himself a whole bunch of things. Brown,
I know he
it's
does,
Brown.
aye.
We've
Brown.
mentioned Brown a
Brown,
few
aye.
times.
Brown, aye.
Short time listener, long time caller. He has put in. Can my question for next time please be? Okay, so this is question 1. So there's 2 questions here. What are you all an extreme hater of? And then in brackets, inanimate object can't be food. Second question, and is there a person you... He's written this wrong. Is there a person you
Shots
are
fired.
an extreme hater of and why? Maybe a serious one and a part of one.
Aye.
So the first one's just a hang on.
Yeah, just
Aye, just
extreme
something. It's-
hater of
the
just
no
can't be food.
is a
just
good
can't be
caveat
food.
because I could probably wax on about like mushrooms or something.
Yeah,
like, do you know
onions or
what I mean? I
something.
know like use at least you choke. So.
Aye, a choke.
But there is stuff like because there's definitely been lots of
Aye.
stuff that's worthy of hate. So like, see anything that becomes really fashionable with like a certain demographic, and then they all pick it up. Normally, it's like young lassies / women. Like there'll be a car that they all get, and then it's like it becomes the generic wee cow car.
I goes
A1s.
500s.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no.
So do you hate the car or do you hate the folk?
You
Well,
hate the woman.
I also hate guys that wear all the same fucking t-shirts every time they go out.
Nah, do you know, I'm with that one. I'm with
Sorry,
that one.
it's the same thing. It's no gender specific. It's just because cars was the one. Because normally lassies they all go like it was Fiat 500, and if they got one for a certain amount of time.
Beanie was just misogyny max in there, man.
I no, but I like so. But is it the inanimate object? Or is it
I
the
know,
folk?
so I
Or
know,
is
it's the
it
object.
the thing,
So it's
aye.
because it becomes ubiquitous with it, like way like
Aye,
the
like,
crowd following
You're
type.
talking about like a kind of lack of substance, trendy thing.
Aye, that's
Like-
what I mean. Anything that's in that. So what are the t-shirts that the folk wear in the
Palm
pipe?
Angels,
Buxton
Palm
represent-
Angels, Palm
Aye, Palm
Angels.
Angels.
The Palm Angels with the
Aye,
bear with
400
the heated
Aye.
quid a t-shirt.
Aye, and they all wear the same one. So really, what's the point in spending all that money just to look like Abdels anyway?
I can get behind somebody for their Christmas or Mobides and my Stone Island jacket that they keep for 10 years. Like that to me, yeah.
Aye,
Because
that's
Stone
fine.
Island's
Stone
Island's
right,
quite
man,
cool.
like-
I think it's quite cool. Pep Guardiola wears Stone Island. I think that's quite
Aye.
Pep's
Right.
fucking.
cool. But he's got
That's
£100 in the
Max.
bank, right? So he's allowed to spend
Aye, he's allowed
£400
to
on a
max.
t-shirt. But see if you're making £2,000 a month and you're spending £700 on your motor, please don't spend £400 on a t-shirt.
See,
Aye.
Please.
see folk as well. See folk that like make Dubai their personality. Like that's and that same branch. I'm not going to go much deeper on
You're
that.
finding some serious shots at this
Aye.
episode, man.
No, because I'm
Anti-beige maxing.
I'm trying to just think, but that is the stuff that I dislike the
Aye.
most. It's just the
Trend,
generic
aye.
trends, like, and it's not that I don't get behind some trends. Like, see if somebody makes a video and it goes viral, but this food fucking hack or whatever, and then it actually turns out to be good. Cool.
Aye.
It's fine. Like the Dubai chocolate stuff, like it was decent, but like if they kind of went a bit crazy for Dubai
It's
chocolate.
£8 for an Aldi bar
Remember
of
we
chocolate.
Remember we done that episode?
Aye, fuck, man.
Dubai chocolate.
I think we named the episode after it, didn't we know?
And we went
Aye.
off a fucking deep, like it was shots were getting fired all directions.
Aye.
You were shooting at your mum and all that. It was crazy. man.
Aye, because my mum went to the show. Did she not spend
Aye.
£10 on a bar of
One
chocolate?
bar. They're
But-
they're back to £1 now because nobody cares again.
Because obviously, like, that's just how they're all like fucking. They create false scarcity, get it really popular. It's dear. That's why folk are interested in it because it's dear, and they think that they're getting something premium. But then, really, once it gets normalised, then it's just no. It's no that, so it dies out. But cunts that were like, see every day on fucking TikTok, and then they show you the inside and the kanafa fucking, and you're like, ah, man, get to fuck, man.
Ken, I'm struggling with an inanimate, like.
That's
like,
food,
no,
actually, I know. But
I'm not a big fan of dust. No, it's
And
because
that's-
it's no, like
It's like
because it's
deep skin.
everywhere, and you have
Aye,
to.
shite.
Clean, and I'm quite a clean guy in that, but look at that, right? You can see I've got a black. You can't see it now.
Aye,
There's
no.
a black telly unit there that's
Dust
got
magnet.
hundreds of shit on it.
Aye, you could write your
I'm
name on
gonna
that.
have to pick all that up, then spray it, then hang it, then put it back on.
He was
Do you know
like
what I mean?
Anakin there with sand. It gets everywhere.
But I don't know if there's anything I hate. Like I think I hate.
Can something that I kind of dislike? Sorry, I'm just hanging here, just riffing off.
It's like I've got 400 things.
Do you know what it is? It's normally items that's linked to folk, like one there and there. See mirrors.
Mirrors?
Aye, because some folk look at. So Shannon's one of these folk, but I've met her folk that are like it, and they look in a mirror a crazy amount of time, and it just wrecks their shit, man, because they're just constantly looking at themselves in a mirror, deciding that this wee tiny thing is the worst thing that's ever existed, and they're so it becomes like a fucking the Dorian Gray fucking painting thing, man, like obsessed with youth and vigor and all that shit, and it's like, see if you actually just looked in the mirror a bit less, I think you'd actually feel a bit better. Do you know that way? So like the mirror could be the cause of that issue. It's
Can
also
you
the
better
source of.
watch it if you're listening to this podcast because anyone
will be next?
Anyone can get it right.
Who's next?
It's the source of vanity, is it not though? Like, do you know what? Like the root of all evil, no? Mirrors.
Ken, honestly, man, see if you're watching this podcast, take your clothes off, don't look at anything, don't think about anything.
Brush your teeth for the lights off.
Do you know what I don't
Definitely
like?
don't do magic.
Do you know what I don't like?
Don't do it, man.
And don't get a joke next to it.
What do you hate?
I hate turnstiles. See going through a turnstile.
I mean, they're a bit
anxiety every
annoying,
time.
man.
See, I have to like scan.
What, like a football stadium?
Aye.
Like turnstiles, anyone, man, like going into like a museum, going into a fucking football pitch, man, I hate it.
See the ones at the football parks, the actual volley, like the actual, you push one side and the
Cracks
other
on
side
you.
actual fucks you.
I know.
man.
See
I
the
hate
ones
it,
at the
man.
fit, but the big ones, like
Aye.
like no,
They
the
fucking-
be aye. They're crazy.
I had my nephew at the football on Saturday there, and I had to like scan 2 tickets to get the wee man in, but like, see, because there wasn't enough space for the 2 years, man, it did actually whack him in the head. And
That's
I'm trying to
crazy,
like
man.
move him through while I was trying to get my phone back, man. Fuck turnstiles, man. I hate turnstiles.
In fairness, I think that's like
See,
a
if I see a
good
turnstile anywhere, man, fuck, man.
bad day to be a turnstile when you're about, man. I mean, I think that's a
Right.
good one. That can answer the question properly.
This doesn't count as an inanimate object, right? This actually counts as a person, right? And I'm going beanie mode on this. See the fucking folk in a supermarket with their trolleys, both of them fucking smashed in. You can't get by
Yeah,
them.
you
They're
can't
sitting
get by them,
talking.
aye.
Yeah, Jan, it was on holiday last week, man. It was like, fucking move!
Aye, no, I'm there.
I want into my Instagram bars, move! And then you'll say, excuse me, and they'll not even talk to you. I could flick
No,
them miles, man.
I'm not a fan of that,
It's
man.
crazy.
Not at all.
And see folk who go into supermarkets and stand somewhere and talk for an hour and a half and you're trying to get into your fucking Philadelphia, man. Wow.
Ken, it's so funny, right? Because I love that, but I also like that's one of the way. So as much hatred as it seems I'm filled with. See, when I'm in like public spaces and stuff, and cunts are being dicks like that. A lot of the time, I don't have much of a reaction at the time. Like Shan will be like, and she'll be looking at me like getting raging. And I can
Aye.
see it, and like it's building in her. But I will just walk round and come round their side.
My issue is it's Irish fucking folk and they seem so snobby when they do it because they don't actually look at you. Look at me when I'm trying to
Like
buy you, man.
acknowledgement.
I've got another one that's similar to that.
What is it?
And I think we'll all agree with this. See, cunts, and it's mostly Morrison's because me and Jay. Why is it Morrison's? Is I always get 4 charities trying to get money off you every time you leave.
Aye, and I've got an irrational hatred for the folk and they're doing charity.
I've
Crazy.
got a specific one. I think I spoke about this. See when when I've just spent £12 in Tesco and it says, would you like to round that up 84 pence to give it to charity? When 40%
fuck,
is probably
man.
got to Tesco because I've got billions sitting in a fucking bank. Are you kidding?
Aye, like fuck
And you're
the
asking for my
machines.
money, but you know the charitable folk will be fucking giving them it. It's
Aye, they'll
stupid
just be
as fuck.
clicking it.
I also hate that. See the thing where you put the token in, and it's like they give the money to whoever had the most tokens
Aye,
in. You know,
like
the glass thing.
the
Could you
schools
imagine
thing.
being the other 2 charities in that? That's fucked. And it's always like a dancing school.
I think with charity and that you do need to like almost go to the source with the money, like and
Aye, to be
trying to
sure.
find like kitchens and that are like actual. You can see they're getting.
Aye, you donate a bit of money, then
Aye.
they turn that into food and then get it.
You can see it as the more you go up the chain. Sometimes you don't. You need to be able to see what your money's actually doing out here, man. It
Aye,
can't just be
because
Tesco telling you, "Aye, this is
It's
happening."
actual nuts, man, because like they'll put on their adverts WWF and it's like sponsored this dolphin for £50 a month, right? And then like
You're like, you don't fucking get the
Wayne's are
dolphin.
like, I want my own dolphin, I want my own dolphin, and then you have to explain to them, no, you don't get an actual dolphin. We just send them money that might potentially look after the dolphin, and you get a wee stuffed teddy.
You got a 40 back.
That's worth £1, made in China for 5 pence.
And what
got
you
a
should,
40
do,
back
what you
too,
should
yeah?
really do instead is go to that fucking dog rescue in Cumnock and like walk some dogs and donate to them in that
Aye.
way. It's more community
Aye.
and you can actually see it happening because that's
Because and like lots of folk do that, and then they're also like a subscription-based service to sponsor animals. So then you've just got one more reoccurring payment that fucking Janet, the 65-year-old kind-hearted woman, is going to forget about, and now she's paying £50 until somebody points it out when they're going through her bank statement. Like it's crazy.
Okay.
in fact Jim Skin. I mean,
Sure.
I'm with him on this, and this links to my fucking supermarket one. Say if you're on that fucking road or you're in a fucking supermarket or anywhere and you're walking 2 mile an hour and there's 4 of yous on the fucking pavement talking and I can't get by.
Aye,
And I need
they're
to speed
moving,
boost.
but I know that video where he speed boosts. It's so he's like, I know this is how you do it.
Put it on.
Fucking powers by them.
Oh,
Aye, but
fucking love
folks,
that cunt.
slow walkers are crazy. They are crazy.
folk that come to your house and try to sell you Wi-Fi and you tell them no and they still go, what's your Wi-Fi? Can you go into fast.com just now? Look, 200, I can get you 700. Pal. I've already told you 10 times
I'm
I don't
sorry,
want
because one day, who knows what's going to happen to you, and I might end up needing to get one of these jobs. I'm telling you the fucking now, see they cunts ripping your neck to sell you things. Get out my fucking face.
And they're sold as like a learning experience, like
for sales and all that.
have you got a passion for sales? You got a passion for field sales?
Have you got a passion for getting told to fuck off 100 times a day? Because this is a job.
Create
for you,
your own
man.
product and sell it door to door if you want. Don't do it for folk that are just that lining
that's
the pocket for
crazy.
nothing, man.
That's see when I went in, because I'd been unemployed for ages there. I should be starting job actual like ASAP. I got an email today, but my dad will finally fucking give you money for my MacBook. Thank fuck.
First and the last, man.
No, definitely first on the list. But day jobs, obviously there's lots of them, and I had applied for lots of them that said they were sales jobs, and they literally do everything but tell you what the actual job is. So I would just fire it in. And then when they would ask me for like an interview or whatever, or like they would want more information, they phone you like a million times. Like they're so fucking on you. Like the recruiters for the places are crazy. And then you actually search the company, and then it's all 1-star fucking reviews.
Yeah.
And they said they would give me a fucking van. They said they would do this. All these false promises, and it's actually walking about in the rain, getting told to fuck off a million times a day. And I'm like, I went into that first job centre interview meeting, and I was like, I'll just about do anything, but I'm not doing that. Like there is no chance, and I don't care. Like if I'm not doing day jobs. Like there's no way.
Field sales, man.
I'm not doing field sales, and and a lot of them are just that. And the woman that was hanging me, like she actually the first time she was like, "Are you that? Do you make like videos on TikTok and that?" I think I actually saw one of them the other day, so I knew she was going to be sound anyway. And she was like, "Aye, that's fine. I'll note that. Didn't know to send you anything about that." And I was like, "Right, good." So she was sound, man, anyway. Liked her, but fuck they jobs, man. And see the cunts that do it, I don't know how they're so brazen. Do you know who does they kind of jobs? See that cunt I was talking about? It's that. No, but it's,
do you know,
it's that type of person that does that.
That you've said that. I'm getting the kind of vibe, because they come up to you and they're like, yeah, man, you got like 2 seconds out your day or whatever, and then they'll like speak to you about something. I'm like, wow, man, you're like cardboard and man, like you're like I'm on you and you're actually a drying rack and some cunt's house talking to me. Like
they don't take no or a failure or whatever is any sort of indication to change or be better or do something else. They just think that if I just keep fucking smashing at the wall, break through it eventually. But it was made of steel, and you're just no funny.
Do you know what?
You're just no good at sales.
I've actually started inciting chaos to my day, and somebody comes out to tell me something. I put my in room and go, listen, you ever seen the 1957 Soviet-Russian film, The Cranes Are Flying? They go, no, and I'm like, well, let me tell you what happens in it. And then I make them disappear. Or like they'll come back to me and be like, you ever read this book? I think it was written in the 18th century or something. And just I'll start talking to them about things and all that, and they'll keep going, But what about your internet or that? And I'll go, well, aye, but see the thing, you ever read that fucking...
That would be such a introducing chaos where you're not going to get any bother, but it will be fucking, like, you'll reflect on it and be like, that's so fucking
how quick
fun.
you could get them, like, so you start a conversation with them, and how quick could you get them to the ELN, do you think?
Imagine you actually went to one and you went...
No, like spies, man.
Aye, they are crazy, they're resilient. But what if you went, no hab English? No hab English? Jack David starts speaking Spanish.
Do you know what the move is? And it's what 60% of the time, every time for me, earphones in, walk right past them, don't look at them. And I feel bad because they are humans. And listen, see if you do that job, you're just doing what you're doing, and that is
if it's to earn the bag, fine. But it's also
don't rip my neck off.
You also take in that you're a pest. Like, do you know, like.
But I think folk like that. There is some folk out there that want to be the best. See the folk on what's the thing, Marlon Sugar?
Oh, The Apprentice.
That's the kind of person you have to be.
Pesty, aye, definitely. Like they're resilient, but not in the cool way.
So they're pricks. But I actually quite like it because it's always them squirming, man.
Aye. When the heat gets turned up.
What was the second? The second question.
The people.
The people. Right.
First one's the object. Second one's the people.
Still can't get object, man.
The people.
Another object.
People are the worst. For me, the worst.
See, like a slimy plank of wood. Like, see the way that
weird.
There's a once that in the back of it when you put it up. It's been on the flare and you've got to build a den, but you can't do it because market and that.
Those like nails that are like sticking out it as well, man. I hate that.
What about pollen? Don't like pollen.
No, I hate pollen as
I
well.
don't actually know what it actually, if I've ever actually seen it actually with my eyes, actually. But, like, do you know that way? Like, do you know, like, see when you see a picture and it's like meant to be described, there's like, like a substance in the air. But is it something you actually see?
Well, you can see it when like see plants and that. See if you rub certain plants, you get it in your hands.
Ah, right. So it's kind of like.
Normally, see if it's summer and bees and that are kicking about, and you rub a plant that the bees have been on, you get it on your hands.
I probably have seen it then because sometimes I think we are the types of folk that pick up, like, sometimes we'll pick a plant and kind of like put it up here, which sounds bad, but I like touching it. And that.
Really? Times my
investigate.
A leaf skid put your nails
when
in
we
it.
when we were young. Have I
wee
tell you the story about the magic bars?
No, I don't think so.
Me, my dad, and my wee brother were doing the mountain one day, and my dad were talking. My wee brother came in and goes, "Dad, what's these magic balls?" And it was either rab shite or I think it's sheep shite actually. It's the balls. Like, what are these magic balls? And we're like, oh fuck, they're no magic balls, man. They're sheep shite. And me and my dad still howl at it to this day. It's the best thing that's ever happened, man.
They look like Nesquik.
Anyway, what
chocolate bars?
What? Oh, here's another one. What about folk that let their fucking rabid dogs after the lead and just let them eat wains and fucking chase sheep and kill things and eat and eat and eat?
It's crazy. I've been that guy once and I hated every second of it, and then I pretty much refused to walk the dog after that because they were like, "Oh, just let her have the lead at the beach. It's fine. She does have recall." And I'm like, "Does she?" But and then she went out and she jumped in the way, and the woman looked like she was going to kill me. Like she jumped up on a way, and I was like, "Oh no, she'll no like bite you or anything." And that. But I'm also like very much cognizant of the fact that it's not even just the biting; it's just somebody's dog shouldn't be jumping on folk.
But in your defence in that situation, you thought it did have.
I thought it would be a bit better than that. At least Telly was crazy.
It's crazy.
Do not train their dogs and then expect them to somehow out in the wilderness be
like you couldn't actually get them not to shite in your bedroom flare, but they're going to go out and fucking no be a menace.
Shout out the sheep game on YouTube and Facebook, man. Cammy Wilson for Ayrshire. He is. I watch hundreds of these videos and I have never even really been to many farms in my life. I have no idea about any farming. But he put a video up, I think it was maybe last year, and his missus, who was pregnant at the time, was chasing a dog about their field because it was like chasing and like could be killing all the sheep and all that, man. It was fucking crazy, man. And I'm like, get on a fucking leash, man, or train the bastard thing, man. Or just put it on a leash, and then like if there's nobody within like a kind of. Like if you're somewhere you know there's no folk in there animals, let it fucking.
Aye. It should definitely just be like a base thing, like say unless it already like it's get proven recall, then it probably should just stay. Because I said that happened once, but it happened twice. It happened once with folk on a beach because it was way after the first thing that happened, which was when I was in the field. A field that didn't have any dogs up at the top.
I think the thing is noise. I think this needs to is one of the things that happens to folk once, and then you've made the conscious effort. I wouldn't do that again. Whereas I think some folk just go fuck it. But what happened?
She got into the field with a pony, sheep, horses. She got into the field because that was one of that was like my earliest video that ever blew up because I was videoing and I couldn't get her to come back. And it's funny, but also half the comments were cunts going like, I would have shot that dog if it was on my land. That's
the other thing that Cammy's talking about. He's like, he had to run air the dog, and he's like, it's a fucking horrible thing to do, but my literal fucking life, my actual money, this thing is going to eat my money and my wains and all that are feeding off this money. So I had to run it air, and he's fucking dune buggy thing, crazy man.
I mean, but that is it's one of the things because I remember reading some of them like I would have shot the dog and I'm like, oh well, that's very nice, innit? But then also at the same time I'm like, if she knocks his donkey and fucking the donkey breaks its legs and needs put down, then he's doing a donkey. Do you know what I mean?
It's kind of crazy that that folk your dog could just get fucking shot, man, and
I mean, it could, but then you see, we should actually praise fucking the Lord in that we're somewhere where it's not just a person could get shot. It could happen, but you're maybe rolling the dice in some parts of the world, whether you would or not. Do you know what I mean?
How did we turn this chat about hating things into
firearms?
Firearms, That's another thing I hate. In fact, we hate guns, man.
I think because see if we had zero guns, see weapons at large, really, fucking anything nukes.
Anything is built solely to killing a human being.
Because we can get away with knives, man, because obviously they're useful in the kitchen and that. But a gun's not useful in anything but fucking either killing somebody or a deterrence. And do you know what else has the exact two characteristics? Nukes. Like, you can't do anything else with a nuke but kill folk or deter folk. That's the two things.
I don't like
Same with a
nukes
gun.
except for the ones I drop in like a concealed space, like if you're on a train or a plane or that, and folk go, "The fuck's that smell, man?" And I've dropped that to a Hiroshima at the back, man. Crazy.
Aye, like there's that US here is there's been a wind coming off it as it's plopped into the pan.
Like the water mushroom.
Aye,
Crazy.
straight up the nostrils like somebody
Aye.
sitting in a vape.
Fuck guns, man. They should have just stayed with like hunting with bows and arrows and that, man. Although I feel like if medieval folk could have had a podcast, they would have came on. They'd been like, fuck bows and arrows, man. Do you know what? Fuck a spear.
Aye.
Or Neanderthals, and then like the
it's
chill
almost
ones.
like obviously there's kind of sports with guns as well, but I feel like a bow and arrow is more. There's more technique to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've gotta do
we
the
couldn't
full
pick it
pullback.
up and like I couldn't shoot an arrow straight.
Aye.
Like just to know. But I know
I've
for a
done
fact
archery
I could
once or
probably
twice
kill
when I was
somebody.
younger, and it's crazy hard.
Aye, you give me a gun,
Like,
I
I
can kill
can't
all
do it.
three, you know, man.
Aye.
Aye.
Give me a bow and arrow and I'll, don't know.
Aye, maybe hit some good
Get a
turf.
good shot.
I feel like it's so much easier to stop somebody with a bow and arrow. Like now we get into a crossbow, and then it's a bit different.
Crossbow's essentially a gun.
Something
but-
arrow
Aye,
gun,
no,
eh?
basically it's a gun in it. Like, and you just fucking load it up, and it's pre-fucking sprung, and you're like fucking.
Tyrion Lannister.
Aye, aye.
Fuck, man, I wouldn't like that. I hate Will I Am. I think he's a cunt.
I don't know. That's probably one of Bruno's least favourite things because we've got an iconic dance move that he
Aye,
loves
I
to
like
bits
Will I
out
Am.
to.
Well, I like the
scream and
tunes.
shout, like, and it's like playing basketball. I know he's got some tunes that he defo isn't he like the coolest cat.
The
Like,
thing is,
What I
but
will
like,
say, right, is that, and this, I mind when he started, the voice started becoming a thing and that, right? And then they used to do the judges' performances and all that kind of stuff. He can't sing.
he can't do fuck all. He can't do fuck
Aye,
all.
but he still had to write and produce the
He wrote fuck
bangers.
all. He wrote fuck all, produced nothing, man. He got his power.
Aye, T-Pain's clear. T-Pain's clear. So clear, man.
He fucking stole every single tune they ever written, man. The only times, the only ones that were like decent were the ones that were like before the Ella Funk album, Black Eyed Peas, Ella Funk. Even then, they were still like subpar tunes, man.
know enough.
See, listen to any of his hits, and it's just a copy of like a old 80s tune, man. Like he does fuck all, man.
I did
He
see
actually just
one.
makes tunes worse.
It was like a video and
Cut,
it was going
man.
through one of the songs and it was actually the same as another song.
Have you seen his car as well?
Better. T-Pain's
Look
better.
up his car. It's fucking disgusting.
Well,
man.
I'm scared.
T-Pain better. T-Pain can actually sing.
T-Pain is unbelievable. Have you seen his couple of war pics? It's incredible. And he writes the fucking tunes.
Aye,
He was
well,
also
we
in the Lonely Island. I'm on a boat as well,
Aye,
man.
I'm
It's
on
like,
a boat.
fuck, man. Legend. Willie Am wasn't on any fucking shite. Well, his name's William as well. Will I Am.
pod?
That's
Brune, man. Brune,
Look at the state of that.
Brune, I'm sorry, but you might have hell to pay because there's been hatred like injected into the veins of this podcast, and now all we can. I want to talk about Brune. See next time, man. We'll talk about some love, man. Then we'll get the love.
About
split.
irrational love.
Yeah,
Because we're
there's,
toast.
there
Aye, we
does
are
seem to
toast.
be like some sort of insular decay in this podcast
I've
today,
got
man.
a nice hard edge for it today, I think, man.
We're not even in bad ways though. Anything.
No,
It's
well, me and
just-
Adam are drinking too crazy. Well, not
Aye,
crazy.
it was-
but Saturday.
There is something. There's
it's
like a
fine.
hatred feeling is today. I don't know what it is. It might be now that the moon was out and now it's away. That there's some.
Aye, it's the sun's not.
the sun's not out and it's
a
went away.
week
and
before
we've-
payday, and
Aye,
some due clawing someday.
I do enjoy a bit of like performative hatred, but like see where you just ham it up and it's just because it's kind of funny.
Aye,
Like
aye,
it's that kind of way. Like honestly, like if I met that magician cunt, I would speak. I wouldn't say, like it's no that way. Like
Aye, you're not going to actually grab the cunt by the front and go, "King, I
aye,
fucking hate you."
because it's like the British politeness fucking thing. Like see, even if somebody's been an arsehole 9.9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna let it fly and be fizzing later about it. Like.
Scottish folk love a moan, I know.
Ken,
we
we've
do
also
love
not
our
got the
money
joke of the week
bastards.
shit either.
Aye.
Okay.
It's, we're naturally spitting hateful bars though.
Aye, that's what's.
Because I mean I don't even have a joke of the week this week, man. So
Aye, I would be hard pressed, man. What did I have yesterday?
Ah,
Chippy
Joe,
could
I've
definitely
got
do a
part
chippy.
2 of
Oh,
my
aye.
dead mum grieving albums.
Do you
that
want
I
to get?
started
Do you
last
want
week.
to? Do you want to get there first? Do you want to do that
I
first?
don't know what would be better. What kind of mood we're in now?
well,
Just
I don't
because
know.
Maybe if I get
we're
mine out of the
already
way,
hating
then-
things, so that might
So
make
let's-
us want to put a gun in their mouth.
Have you got a joke?
My joke of the week is Invincible, the
you
TV show.
can go first, Ben,
Invincible.
Bradley.
I mean,
So
I did joke
you
for
two do a joke, and if we got time, Mean Beans can hit a football.
Aye. That would be a good plan, aye. You can do yours, then Jay. Aye, you do yours first.
Is
is it fine?
anybody, I know Jay's watched the first two seasons
seasons,
of
I
Invincible.
think
No.
I saw the first two.
Have I watched? Have I even
How many
finished
is
the
there?
second one
3?
first?
They're new on the fourth one, and then there's a spin-off like season of Adam Eve.
That Eve one. I never actually. I think maybe 3
quite
then, but I
good,
never did watch that Eve one because I just didn't see it was there until I was already in it.
There was an episode, they've released 3 episodes of season 4, and then it's like one each till 8 episodes, it's one a week or something like that. But the second episode, I don't know if he's with Kent Allen, the big alien guy,
Aye,
who's voiced by
aye,
Seth
no,
Rogen.
Aye.
Him and the Omni-Man go to do this, like it's like a kind of journey episode, and it tells you all about the Viltrumites and how Omni-Man, what happened to his people.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it might be my favourite episode
I
so
haven't
far.
seen season 3, definitely.
Aye.
Get on it. I'd highly recommend.
Definitely one I need to catch up with, but I saw Invincible.
No, because it's one of the ones that kind of sat for me, right? And then the new season come out, and I was like, "Is this whatever?" But then it's every time I get back on it, I'm like, "Fuck, this is so
I
good."
was just laughing
Aye.
because of that thing where what we like when somebody tells you to watch something.
Well, that's why I'm kind of
and
like,
the more we're talking about Invincible, I'm thinking I'm never going to watch this.
Aye. I will watch it 100 because I remember
It's got that boys-esque vibe, man.
similar vibe, but to you where like I would watch it and then be like that was or like oh forget I enjoyed it, and then I wouldn't watch it for a wee bit and I'd be like can I be fuck watching an air one, and then I would watch it and I'd be oh it's good again.
Aye, and you say it was
I
quite
enjoyed
good.
it. The animation's pretty cool in it, and
Aye.
fucking the vibes are kind of good as well.
It's
So
the folk that done The Walking Dead. So say how the folk, it's Robert Kirk, I think his name is. So they done all the Walking Dead comics.
we are
And then they done the Invincible. I think there's like 30 volumes or something of Invincible and 30 volumes of The Walking Dead. There's hundreds.
Do you want to give us a rundown of what it's about in that?
it's on Prime as well, innit? Is that
Aye,
right?
so it's on Prime. It's a
So-
Prime made thing, or a Prime original. But basically, this boy's dad is a superhero, Omni-Man, who's like the most powerful guy, like almost in the universe, and he ends up kind of like in the first season. I'll not go through too much because there's so
loads
much
after it.
But basically, they live in this alternate universe where there's like folk with superpowers, and it's all animated and it's like really cool looking. But the main character's Mark Grayson, who's voiced by Stephen Yeun, who's
Aye.
Glenn in The Walking
Stephen
Dead.
Yeun.
So I fucking choke even more because he's my goat. And the voice acting's like incredible, man. Like it's so good. And J.K. Simmons voices Omni-Man, and he is
That's
so
elite
good.
casting, that one,
Oh,
man.
I've
Some of
also
it is
based my
mental.
luck off Omni-Man because I've got the tash.
The tash like him, aye.
But basically, Mark's getting these powers, and it's like Omni-Man's a Viltrumite, which is like the most they're basically all Superman, and he comes from a universe of Supermen that are all like abusive, and it's all based on torture, and like he's trying to raise Mark in a normal way, but there's so much more to it.
Is that mad episode, the first one, where it's like, is it the very first episode where like it's Omni-Man and their cunts? No, because
if MD's seen The Boys, like where folk just get killed and there's loads of blood and all
The
that, it's
spines
like,
ripped out and that.
folk getting their spines ripped out.
Would you call this a hot take that I prefer Invincible to The Boys?
I don't know now. I think maybe the first season of The Boys and maybe even the second one were like really peak, and then it's a bit more generic now. Like it's no as interesting
Do
potential.
you know why? Because I think more folk, and I think I kind of agree. The Boys has obviously been out for a bit longer, but I think because more folk know what The Boys is than when Invincible does.
Aye, because I've been thinking, see the first season of The Boys, I really like it. I actually hate the culture around The Boys.
Aye.
There's like a weird like
get what you
fan
mean, aye.
group kind of, whereas I don't
Actually,
feel that Invincible.
no.
It feels wholesome
See,
a wee
maybe
bit.
because it's more it's animated. That's maybe one of the main things
Aye,
that's
the
different.
internet's took The Boys and went
Aye,
what I was gonna
and
say is
fucking
about The
Homelander's
Boys.
a fucking meme everywhere. Like he's everywhere. So that
And The Boys is kind of like South Park. Like it's quite like political,
referential and all that,
take
like, aye.
actual the state of the world. Like they're ripping the piss out of Trump. They're ripping the piss out of like folk that are too right
Aye,
or
big
too left. Whatever.
corporations and all that, aye.
They're very aware of the political. It's very politically like
aware and kind of driven. It definitely is.
Present.
Lots of folk that were like more kind of right wing leaning loved the boys because they actually thought it was supporting their cause. And then because that, the writers, as they got further into it, started like criticising the left more, and then that made the folk at the right realise that like it wasn't actually for them, and then like both sides that are like the more kind of extreme type on the internet anyway. I don't know what these cunts are like in real life. But now everybody's a bit like, oh, this isn't for me, or or like, you fucked this up, no, and it's like, it's always just been critical of culture. That was just its hang. It wasn't him trying to make huge sweeping statements about anything. It was just really holding a mirror up and going, look how fucked it is.
That new season of Boys comes out this weekend.
And I think that's going to be the last one, innit? So it'll wrap up, and then I don't know if they'll do another Gen V. Like the first season of Gen V,
it's the second season of Gen V, yeah, but
like pretty decent. Like, see, because it's superheroes but graphic, that's the novelty. It's because Marvel is the main thing, and you don't even see blood in it, and you're seeing heads exploding and all that shit. So that's the kind of cool bit of it. But it's a bit charged, the boys now, in a kind of weird way. But I definitely will fucking like I'll finish it in that. And Homelander is one of the best villains.
Oh, he's unreal.
Like ever. Like he just is. And I think Omni-Man is a really good like
what I was
character
say,
in that sense.
It kind of deals with the same issues about power and where it starts and where it ends. But I think with Invincible, I don't know if it's got. I think, like, because it lives in a universe, like Cecil's one of the main characters who's voiced by Walton Goggins. He's like the head of the FBI or whatever. And like, they're trying to figure out all this technology. Basically, his whole thing is to protect Earth. But he uses Mark, who ends up being really powerful, like Omni-Man and all that, to protect Earth. But he's always conscious. His whole character arc is Mark going to become like Omni-Man? Questioning what's right and what's wrong.
That's the line for the boys actually, with the younger boy as well. That's kind of that's the same.
That he could be the most powerful. So it is weird actually that it does a lot of mirror.
I suppose there's probably only so much you can do with ultra powerful folk, and then humans. Like, it's probably as much as you can come up with all sorts of stuff. Always got to come down with power and fear. Like,
it's just so like, it's so good that like make the moral compass is just like this, because Mark is like this likeable main cunt.
Invincible's better at that.
The boys is very like it's like it knows itself. It knows that it's a meme. It knows that like it is satirical. Do you know what I mean? It's ripping the piss out of celebrities. It's ripping out the piss the folk that have money. Whereas Invincible is like stories, like a story with characters and.
Like, what is it? What is it? The second season, and the bad woman in the second season uses like all her online trolls, and she manipulates them all with memes and all that kind of stuff. So they go on the internet. It's like a culture war fucking thing.
I don't even think I finished that second season. I don't know.
No, but it's that, and it's which is cool, but also like, just see, once it's now 4 seasons of that same kind of vibe.
That was my issue. I think if it was like a standalone limited season, it would be like that.
First season was unbelievable,
and it felt different at the time. No, it doesn't feel that different, and that's also part of it. It's crazy that Prime did both of them. Like,
that Bezos money, man. It's real hot, man. He's printing off the press.
Also, last point I'll maybe make on that is it's fucking crazy that like the exact thing that show, The Boys, is criticising is the folk that make that show. It's kind of like when films have like a big fucking message about capitalism, and it's the machine that makes it. It's making the criticism itself. So it's like,
fuck, man.
It's like
I hate capitalism. It's not a fucking thing. It's not personal.
Great.
But I also don't know.
Mind like Vince McMahon for WWE used to do that though. Like, he would paint himself as the character that he essentially is. It's like the big bad bastard that owns a corporation, but then he puts himself into the storyline as that exact character.
Which is,
so there's an insane like meta thing happening, and it's like wrestling. It's fucking. It's actually it's class, because he would do anything to chase the bag man. Incredible.
Did you watch the documentary about him talking
McMahon.
about the more shit on a woman and all that?
Some of it was horrible,
man.
Because you always knew he was a bad guy, but you didn't realise it was like, oh, I know he's trafficking humans.
They had a certain amount of level where folk just fall in love with humiliating folk.
He
Like,
is
it's
now in
horrible.
some of the most goated memes ever. as well.
See the one where he smells the money and he's moving about. Incredible.
There's one where he falls in a chair.
He's on the chair and he's doing that. It's incredible. No, he is.
And then obviously that one, the current one.
Is he also the meme where it's his eyes get progressively more red and all that? Oh man.
And then there's the one where he's like walking out like with his arms swinging, and the one where it's like
Stone Cold comes out and he like turns round. That one as well is unreal.
Is it the one where he's running through with the bodyguards? They come and tell him like,
the bolts, fuck.
Where is she or something? I can't remember what he says, man.
It's crazy, but is that not exactly the thing as well? So we're actually sitting just buckled having a laugh, but 2 minutes ago we were like, he's done some depraved shit, man. But then you're like, he's so funny, he's the meme guy. And that's like that's that thing that's in The Boys that I was saying, where they use like these big fucking hingies, and it's obviously the internet does mastate them fucking self, but that's what happens. Everything becomes like a joke. Everything becomes a joke. And know that that's an issue, because I fucking like, I love it as much as any air cunt, but that is part of the culture.
It's just barely anybody on this earth is able to morally fucking, because we're sitting with iPhones made by actual Wayne somewhere that's getting whipped. And
Like,
see, once you start getting down their levels,
Like
man,
the Charlie
it's
Kirk
crazy.
stuff, like we will fucking make jokes and like, what is it, Kirkenianly and all that kind of shit. And like it's funny and it makes me laugh, but also it's a guy that gets shot like on stage.
And these Waynes will need to watch that forever.
We fuck him.
No, it's still fuck him, right? But
That's a card I don't like.
Fuck, man, don't back up that tree. That army will be our door, man.
Yeah, good. Get some views on.
you will get a season desist off Erica Kirk.
Yeah,
said
fuck
there's
her
a
as well, man.
I know, she's weird, man.
She's a fucking.
But then
fruit loop, man.
again, it's like that's where it's like what, like I just don't know, man. The internet's just like actual seeped into us all, and then it's like
We've got a
it's
terrible
crazy.
case of tangentitis, man.
Fuck,
Tangentitis, man. I've got it.
it's crazy. Invincible to Charlie Kirk is crazy pipeline.
Jay, make us cry, man. Come on.
Well, you might go to me.
I
You
know, 'cause
done?
you can do the
No, I'm done. I've watched Invincible if you've noticed.
Aye, definitely.
I can look smacks
No,
a wee bit
because-
and get my serious face on.
Do you know what you can do? But you can do the thing that like we actually try and do, which is you'd be serious about something
Aye,
and
for
folk
2
listen,
seconds and then
then we can go back to ripping the piss after. Do you know what I mean?
Are you mogging?
Holy fuck,
Yeah,
McKev, he just mogged you.
Put your tongue to the top of your mouth and shut your teeth. That's how you look, Max.
Are you depressed mogging?
Pop it out. There we go.
Aye, it's meant to put your neck up, innit?
Anyway, right.
Could be done with that.
So if you tuned in, if you didn't tune in last week, where are we, man? Right, here we go. If you didn't tune in last week, I'm the first person, of course, because I want to be different to everybody today. I think I meant it today, a 2-part joke of the week, and it was albums by white males grieving their dead mums, which on paper it doesn't sound very exciting.
We could be doing
but
with a shorter title
we
than that,
could be,
man.
I know it. I'm trying, man. It was
Dead mum sad.
Dead Moz Club.
Dead Moz Club, the Moz, my Moz deed. So here's an interesting fact. So last week I done that Touche Amore Stage 4. Puzzle by Biffy Clyro is also their 4th album.
So in
Don't know.
there we
Don't know.
Maybe number.
Synchronicity.
That might not mean anything. They were also both from roughly, I think they were only like a couple of years age difference when they lost their mum. So right, anyway.
Maybe
do you know what
email
age they
Simon
were?
New or something, man.
That Jeremy for Touche Amore was 30, I think, and Simon for Biffy was like 24, 25, I think.
That's crazy. That is quite young actually to be fucking hanging as well.
So every cunt in their fucking Doug Ken's Machines, because this is the last album before it actually goes, because it already starts getting on Radio 1 and shit like that, but this is the last album before it actually goes, oh wow, we're playing Wembley. So this is like, and it's like my favourite album ever, man. Anyway, so I'll just read you a couple of the lyrics, same as I did last time, because wow, man, put the gun in my mouth. Right, this isn't a lyric, but there's a song called Living is a Problem Because Everything Dies. Don't tell me that isn't a guy in the fucking throes of...
He likes that
Frozen
sweet
grief.
metal taste,
Aye.
man.
What about describing life as such a lonely ride? Fuck, man.
Fuck.
What about there's a man in the corner selling dozens of bones, every type of bone except the one that I want? Fuck. And I think his mum had complications for like heart surgery, so that makes me think about that. Like, if you could just buy your mum a new hair, man, you're like,
transplant.
fuck, man, right. What about Folding Stars, the song? What about the blood drips like red inverted balloons? Tomorrow is a promise to no one. Fuck.
He was on it, man.
No, he was. He was also in this straight up shit where they said Ellen and I would do anything for another minute with you because it's not getting easier. Fuck. What about it ends in a place with no love, only hate, and a mirror reflecting the truth in your eyes and your face? You can't wash it away from your cold, cold heart. Fuck. Honestly, man, it's just fucking crazy. And then Machine's the one that everybody kens. I mean, this is just endless amount of fucking things. I would dig 1,000 holes to lay next to you. I would dig 1,000 more if I needed to. Fuck. What the fuck, man? I was saying to Bradley earlier, when I was younger, I just heard that song. I thought, that's kind of nice.
I was just
and you never ever thought that that's what it, and then you're like, oh fuck,
like
man.
even like if I had been listening to it and singing along the lyrics, I wouldn't have really. Do you know? Sometimes
and
you
then
don't.
you think about it and you're like, oh my god. What a bit crazy as it sounds, you won't feel as low as you feel right now. At least that's what I've been told by everyone. Damn. I whisper empty sounds in your ear and hope that you won't let go. Fuck, man.
Aye.
I've started falling apart. I'm not savouring life. I've forgotten how good it could feel to feel alive.
Aye. That bit of that song slaps so hard,
Oh, you hit
man.
me with a whole check. So,
Hotel that was my favourite one of the album.
aye, what is it? See, I was passing through the lyrics to try and find, because the thing is about that stage 4, right, to Shiamori, that is like actual, I'm cleaning out my deed mum's house and I'm going to tell you about it, or I'm going to tell you about the time I was on stage and got a phone call going off it. Whereas this one's a wee bit more like, some of the songs have that kind of stuff, but then some of them only directly related to like, and like you it would be harder for you to get the grief out the lyrics, but
It's more the sadness is like kind of like squelched into the music
but
rather
then
than
there's
just
also
being the sadness.
there is also that one in that Folding Stars where he says Ellen and I would do anything for another minute with you. That kind of links to that air stuff, but then there's the other ones where he's talking about there's a man in the corner with dozens of bones, shit like that. You find anything for that?
Aye, because there was a like a verse in the song. I'm the second devil on your right or left with an eyeball melting out the corner of my mouth. The wings are bleeding. You're not supposed to fly anymore.
Fuck!
Because I was always like, that's bars, man. But that whole tune's got like lines like that all the way through it.
I think that is one thing about Biffy Clyro that like, right, maybe I don't love the shit now, right, but like some of this stuff when you go back and read it, you're like, there actually was kind of bars being spat in here like in amongst all. You're like, there's actually some like crazy ass writing. But anyway, so that's hopefully the end of my fucking because I'm not going to be actively. I'm not actively now going out there to seek them.
And
they
you weren't
just
exactly in the first place. It's just something you noticed,
like,
in it. So
I actually was just lying in bed one night and thought, holy shit, the albums are about the exact same thing, and I have never thought about it before. Like, it's crazy,
He's
man.
got to come in here with a Kanye West album next. See, he lost his marbles.
Oh, see, that's in there thing. Aye, he's got a few songs that are about that. Aye. But he does it.
That whole album, which is also his 4th album. 808s and Heartbreak, that's also his 4th album, is it no?
Late college dropout, late registration,
Graduation. And 808s, that's the 4th album.
808s and Heartbreak, Kanye West, his mum did, 4th album.
listen, people taking something away for this. See if you're an artist and you're making albums, just don't fuck with the 4th one.
Aye.
Like,
At least wait till your mum's
just
gone, you know what I
free,
mean?
aye, like free and
Watch out for that
maybe.
4th one, man.
Aye.
That's kind of crazy.
But I don't know. So all I'm going to say is, if any cunt out there is dealing with grief, maybe see that Machines, man, it might wipe the actual fucking your arse out the wall, man. But I don't know, man. Maybe you could find something in the lyrics to grip onto and think, I'm rock, man.
You're not alone.
Something real to hold on to. Defo.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Shout out, Biffy.
Oh, and quickly, if a view from a bridge, A view from
Yep.
Instagram, a view from a bridge. Watch Simon for Biffy's.
Yep.
He spits bars about it.
Oh, I mind you.
That's
hanging
quite
down.
good. You should.
We just watch all the videos in that.
You could, and they will help you.
My favourite one is the 3B guys.
Aye.
That's the best
I like
one.
There was one
these
the other
my
day
brothers,
there
man.
with a guy, and he was talking about being in jail. And he was like, I was in jail like all the way through my 20s, so many fucking birthdays and that. And he's like, I'm out now. And he's like, I genuinely thought I was going to spend my full life in prison. But now he goes round and does like talks to young folks and stuff like that. Shit was fucked up and beautiful. Right, anyway, what we doing now?
I'll do a quick bowl of soul.
Aye, there,
Aye,
bro.
for the-
rip it.
For the listeners,
Rip it
Callum's
like a Beyblade.
dipping into the bowl.
Actually, we're fucking up the format at the
Excuse
moment.
me.
We're melding the formula, but it's in the kind of chaotic.
Aye, this episode I think's got a bit of chaos to it. So
Aye. It's been good though.
Theory.
Interesting.
Is it yours again?
No.
It's
I'm
not mine.
assuming.
Might be
I
mine.
can only assume that this is Bradley's.
Does it say?
Is the handwriting terrible?
Does it say a Dafty wrote this?
Pretty much. It just says. It just says Bawheed, and then in brackets, please elaborate.
Is it like calling somebody Bawheed?
Bawheed.
Aye. Do you know what it is? It's because that literally Scott was saying that two days ago. Me and Aaron were at Man and Drea's 50th birthday party. And Uncle Scott was wrecked, as were we. But he loves the word Bawheed. We grew up. He used to call our other uncle Bawheed all the time, and I just thought that'd be quite a funny thing to talk. Bawheed. Why? How?
Ballhead.
Bowl.
No,
Folks say you've got to
again,
eat that
but
50 pence
ball
piece
face.
and all that as well.
Aye.
Turnabout onion, you've got to eat that turnabout onion.
That's why Heedy One's called Heedy One, because he's got a pure square head. It's a rapper.
Flat screen. Or in that film I told you about with Mike Myers, the So I Married an Axe Murderer, and the wee boys in front of the telly's get ginger heed, and he's like, he'd move, because he's playing a Scottish grandparent. But see all the scenes with him where he's just playing the Scottish grandparent, he's like, I'm no kidding you, that boy's head's like Sputnik, it's got its own weather system and all that. You're like, what the fuck?
He'd like SpongeBob's ma.
I'm not kidding you, that boy's head's like an orange and a toothpick. That's what he says, and then you're just fucking green.
He'd like Christy. What's Mr. Crab's daughter? She's got a dumb man.
5 heat was a good one.
5 feet was good, man.
I've always liked the phrase heed the ball.
Aye, heed the ball.
that's
Aye,
one.
cunts heed the ball.
I do know what you mean, but like, if you were to say someone, hey, ballhead, that sounds like I could see that in America. Hey, ballhead. But it's like, it's such a crazy thing to say to somebody. Like, you know, even your head shaped like a ball, you are a ballhead.
Aye, Bawheed.
Like, you are a ballhead.
It's almost at the point where I think Scott uses it as like almost like just as a way to get somebody's attention. Like it's not even like it's just like and his lexicon is the same as like calling somebody mate. Here mate.
It's like somebody saying right Dafty. Like
Aye,
try
right
again.
Dafty.
Right you
Aye.
I also
Dafty.
wonder
Right you
if there's
Bawheed.
like a linking in with you're a fanny, so it's Boz, so Bawheed, and calling somebody a fanny is like you're a vagina. What?
Aye, no,
How does that make any
I
sense?
think Bawheed, because Bawheed for me goes along with like one ball. Like, you know, like,
Well, that was what I was
calling
going to say.
somebody
That was
one
the
ball.
thing Scott used to say. All right, one ball. One
Aye,
ball.
like one ball was like an air one, and I feel like Bawheed had genital connotations.
Aye.
Bawheed.
So it did, like even though it could be like, oh, your head's like a ball, but
Aye.
heat the ball is that kind of vibe, like that's kind of
Aye,
hanging.
because I don't know. Can't think
Heat the ball doesn't really make any sense though.
Nah, it's
Like,
just
heat the ball.
Aye.
But that doesn't.
But we all universally get if somebody calls somebody that, and then with luck they'll have a big heat.
It's a very specific thing.
Aye. Like at a specific shape. I don't know,
I
man.
can't think of anything else that's the same as Bawheed, really. I'm trying to think, man.
Dome.
What were the ones you? No, see that, you know. Sorry, it's not related, but see that. But it's an interview. I don't know if it's a skit, and it's the wee boy, and he's fat. And he's like, I know they call me things at school and that, and the guy's like, oh, like
Aye.
lard butt, fat face, and he starts writing it half. Oh, why has he got he calls him like double sugar cube or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. And the wee guy's just sitting there looking at him, man, like he's just been dressed down worse than any Wayne could at school.
Holy fuck, I've thought. See if you say to somebody, look at the state of your dish.
This is good right
Aye.
after or cooping. Right after cooping.
Cooping,
That's
aye.
some cooping.
Aye, some cooping, aye.
What's the one in Trainspotting Pass?
Aye, your
for
face,
somebody's
your
face.
face. Aye.
I can't even remember I can't even remember what it says, man, in Trainspotting, but it's funny.
I feel like it's definitely one that gets used like further up in it. Puss.
Fife, aye.
I did actually ask somebody about that Puss,
at the time. He was feel like,
what is it he says in Trainspotting? MD can get.
It was like a sour look in his puss or something like that.
He's talking about and he's like
looking all biscuit erst.
I can't remember, man.
He's like,
Is it not something he puts the pool cue in his puss or something?
He's talking about the pool cue and he's like, and he can get the fat end of the pool cue in his puss anytime he likes or something.
And then he chucks the pint glass at him.
Aye, then somebody else shouts so he then can go and scrap them. Crazy.
See the way that Robert Carlyle jumps up in that and he gets the knife, puts it on the table, then rubs his hand together. That's one of my favourite little bits of physical
character intricacy kind of thing.
We talked about characters for last week, man. He probably should have been in my lexicon of guys that I fucking love.
Aye, because we were talking about TV shows, you would have maybe need to try and get a TV show with him in it.
We watched a film where he played Hitler in school.
I was about to say that. And he's class. He's really good at it.
I think it's the first time I ever saw him.
I just remembered the thing that was got to say earlier. Because you said Hitler, and I actually said Hitler earlier as well, and that was why I first thought it. Spurs are linked with a guy to come in as manager. Right?
Does he look like Hitler?
No, but it's his name. He's called Adi Hüller, right?
Right.
And he's Austrian. But his actual name is Adolf Hüller. So like, and these parents, I think it was 20 years after the war or something, decided in their surnames it's no Hitler, but it's close enough, and he's Austrian, and they called their way Adolf, which is crazy.
No,
but I think is Adolf no like, I mean, do you think after everything happened that folk would stop calling their way Adolf? But is Adolf no like Wayne's getting called Scott?
I know it's probably it'll be popular than that, but I feel like it just
got punted.
Can. So
it
goes by Adi Hüller, but his actual name is Adolf.
But then was Hitler's real name not? It wasn't Hitler, but it was like they misspelled his name in his birth certificate or something.
Something like that.
And his real name is something like Hiller. It's either
like
Hiller or Himmler.
Closer. Crazy man, anyway.
I think Himmler's one of the SS boys.
I know Himmler is.
I think his real name is Hiller as well.
Do you know what? I watched a video, right, and it's vlogging through history, and he sometimes does reactions to other folks' history videos, and I can't remember what the other video reacted to, but whatever the channel is, it does like almost like an MS Paint style stuff, I'm sure. Anyway, he does the things in squares and he'll have the wee image. I can't remember. Right.
The Paint Explainer.
I think so.
It does all the death traps and all that.
I watched vlogging through history, reacting to him doing a video about every high up SS officer's death. Wow, what a video, man.
Explainer. He's a joke, man.
So
I've seen him.
See the paint guys, but there is like 100 copycat ones that have now popped up there.
So
I watched whatever I guess was the OG one, like he was doing like, I don't know, it was like deaths that happened at theme parks, something like that. And I enjoyed it, and then my fucking feed get flooded with videos all up the same, and they were just all different random channels doing the same thing, and it was all clearly fucking just AI shit.
That guy is the goat, man.
He's unreal.
But the ones were good if it's the OG ones.
There's ones where it's like tap kill serial killers, and there's like, and he gets through them all. There's like this old guy for like the 1800s that it was like the worst, man. Unreal.
There was one I got, it was like the same situation as that, because I got the same as the like copycats, but there's a new copycat, and it's like your life in every stage of being a CIA operative or something. But then I don't know who the original guy is, but there's like 15 accounts that are now doing all this.
Because the original guy done like your life as an axolotl. And then he would do like the images, and he would be like, you start off here and you do this, and he done animals. So it must be, I'm guessing that guy, because he done them quite a while back. But it's crazy.
I watched one, and like it's all the same kind of AI generated images. It's got that weird art style to it, but it's all like different. Like your life is like a Black Hawk operative and all this shit. But it's a different account every time.
Aye,
like,
that is. It's because they're just all popping up and they're going, oh, this done well, so let me just copy that. And because it's animated, not animated, but
there's lots of different ones. Like there's ones where it's like there was one called like Monkey Business, and it was like guy explained business things with using a monkey and bananas, not. And then there was more like that. And then there's also like different gym guys that use the same like model of gym, like this like gym guy to explain how to do exercises to affect different parts of the body and all that. But they're all just like copies each other, no?
Aye.
Do you want to laugh?
What's that?
this started with us talking about Boyd.
I know, because actually halfway through that conversation, I actually
But
thought
sometimes you just need a trigger.
What was the thingy? Because why we talk?
Boyd.
Oh, but I get interrupted talking about fucking the guy linked to Spurs.
We were talking about Nazis and all at one point now.
And then Nazis led.
The new Spurs manager's Adi Hitler.
Ken, I'm telling you, you come to this podcast because you ken it can go for a packet of Transformers to I'm falling through the afternoon. I watched this YouTube video. You want nothing else, mate.
No.
Do you got a joke and you want to take one of them?
By the way,
No,
see,
I'll
just to
take
put
one,
it out
maybe.
there, I don't think it's bad. I fucking love it.
No,
But
it's
sometimes
why
I
we're
need
here.
to remind myself. I looked earlier and went, "Oh my god, he's talking about my life as an axolotl," and it was Boyd.
But that's why sometimes the random weird word things are good.
Aye, no, I'll take one of these and this
For the
can be a
listeners,
thingy.
Beanie's now taking a bowl of soul and instead of the choke of the week, the same as Callum. They're switching up the.
Right.
Right, we've got about 2 minutes.
Davey, 2 minutes. Right, let's.
Sorry, we can run it. Well,
Aye,
just
well,
Well, we can. Okay, we'll keep going. Keep
let's
going.
not see. Let's
Let's-
well.
Oh, this
Max
is
then.
actually kind of alright because I think we would be able to fire some off. If hell exists, what would your nightmare loop be? So, like, if you were stuck doing the same thing now.
Was that yours?
No,
I think
Aye,
just.
yours
that might
maybe?
have been.
No, I didn't do
let
that
me
one.
see.
doesn't look like
That's
you're
a
writing,
good.
I don't think.
That's a
don't
good
think that-
position.
Oh, it is mine.
Sure, that looks kind of
Do
neat.
you know? I know it was because somebody was slagging my writing. And I was like, right, cool, I'll do it. So,
Honestly, you're writing the Boyd one's quite good as well. It's
Aye.
very nice and clear.
I
the
never
first
started
one.
that chat.
Do you know
I'm just
what?
telling you, I was struggling to read it.
I can't remember why, but when we were writing, it was the last time we were writing stuff in. It must have been a few weeks ago. I kept thinking of Bill and Ted. Is it Bill and Ted where the woman has to
Aye.
dissect the
Aye.
frog and they go through the stages of hell? And I was like, oh, I wonder what my hellscape would be. And I was like, oh,
I think mine would be needing a pish in the car on the motorway.
And you
No,
never
never
get
get him.
anywhere. That
Like,
would be
can it
terrible.
that would be horrid.
Constantly needing a pish.
Mine's would be I'm in a big mansion somewhere and I'm nailed to the wall like one of the Deed and Moose's heads, but I'm nailed by my coke.
And you're just hanging.
And I'm just hanging there for some rich
We're
folk
still
at the
looking
parties
at
to
you
look
just.
It's just every night's a party, and there's guests coming round every night, and then it stops. And then you're the next day where the guests are arriving. Or do you like the animal I caught? And it's fucking,
There's an element of humiliation in that as well.
there is, man, and it's no great. It's no long great for me, man.
Do you know what see the Black Mirror one where it's the woman, I don't know if she kills a wayne or something and then
Yes,
she has
to relive
to
it.
like she gets hunted basically and then it
Jeez,
resets and it
That
like
is
she does
horrible.
that every day air and air. Crazy because it ain't that, but then also see, and I was watching that film about the fucking go to heaven thing, right? And it's she had to pick between her two men. It's like, aye, that's kind of shite, right? But they also need to pick a world to live for eternity, like forever. Like they go to this world and then they just never leave. So it's like forest world, and you're just in a forest forever. And I actually couldn't like shake the feeling that eternity is just fucking hell anyway. It doesn't matter where the fuck you go.
Because it doesn't end.
Because eternity is just hell. Eventually, I'm going to be sick of everything and anything that ever fucking exists. So it is, but there's obviously, it would be worse if you were getting dissected and as soon as you pass out, you wake up getting dissected again.
Kevin Mines would be. It would be, I've just went into the cupboard, right, and I've got a box of Golden Grahams or something, right, or a box of fucking Chocos or anything, and I get the bowl, I put the thing in, I get into the fridge, and I get the milk and I smell it, and it's off.
And it's
Yeah,
half.
something's
then it's
happened with
just
that
fuck.
camera, by the way. Do you know what it will be? It'll be because we've reached a certain time.
Right. Do you know what one would actually be really bad? But it would be. Aye, fucking imagine you woke up, right? So it was like a Groundhog Day type thing, and you woke up and you checked your phone and you had played the lottery, like you remembered you played the lottery the night before, and then you checked the numbers, you play the same numbers every time, and they came in and you won like $1 billion. And then you couldn't find the ticket, like, and it was just that own fucking look, man.
Crazy, man.
Because you would wake up and your day would be here, but see, by the end of the day, you'd be here. And imagine doing that cycle, man.
Then you find the ticket and it turns out the guy at the hill pit 62, not 61.
Aye, something like aye. See if like the payoff because you spent the full day fully anxiety, and
I
then
know, we've seen it.
Is it half?
Aye.
crazy. Right. Anyway, aye. Should we wrap there?
I'll give us a really horrible way to wrap this up, man. But
Yes.
I remember my gran suffered from Alzheimer's, and so she did live the same day over and
Aye,
over.
like the kind of
And
thing.
that day was her, like the family would have to tell her, oh no, your sister's dead. Your sister's been dead for 20 years. And then she'd have to start the grieving process
Have you watched The Father?
I've watched it. Fuck.
My choke the beat from a couple of weeks ago that I never did was about Alzheimer's, but I'll get into that next week.
We'll get one of them.
We'll ruin
That's good because I worked in I done placement in a dementia specific care home, so I can go on your level, man.
So I'll come back to that. My choke the beak is not Alzheimer's, but something adjacent to it. Crazy,
for sure.
Man. So yeah, that actually does happen to folk. Crazy,
I know,
man.
fucking right, it does. What is it? What is the thing you're meant to? Is it staying fit can stave it off? Like if you exercise, no, obviously if you get it, you get it. But there's stuff that can push it back, and I think one of them is staying fit. I don't know, man. I was reading about it.
It's heavy days out there.
There's fucking loads, but ultimately, I think if that's one of the things, if it's got to get, it will just get you.
Might just get you, man.
Aye. No good. Not
Anyway.
good. Right.
Nice way to finish.
I will wrap up because there's 4 guns in this table and
And we're looking to use them.
we need somebody to edit this podcast. So.
Aye.
Do you know what we should do next week? We should play like a real game of Russian roulette, man.
Unreal.
But anyway,
Then the
thanks
suffering will end.
for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week. You can't see us, but it's been a pleasure.
I just thumbs up the camera. That's
Slay.
crazy.
Aye.
Right,
See you
bye-bye.
later. Bye.
Adios.